Hey guys, we're back for more Le Mans action. This is the 24 Hours of Le Mans in 2026. It's me and Nick once again for coverage of this event. Nick, how's your day been so far? It's been a couple hours since our last stream, but we're in for a pretty exciting end to this event for sure.
Yes, I believe so. I'm doing pretty darn good myself. I got a little bit of time to relax after editing. I did a little bit of editing. If you guys are on the FJ Endurance YouTube channel for your shorts and on Instagram, go check over there. I had a quick little highlight of the Ferrari having a little bit of contact with the LMP2 a little bit earlier in the race. But man, oh man, it has been a... I don't want to be a bit of a Debbie Downer here, Jonah, but a little underwhelming, just a little bit. It's been a little bit under the radar for what we've been expecting out of the race. I think Jonah and I were really expecting a crazy battle, but this has been a strategy battle ever since the start. To do a bit of a recap to get you guys up the pace, if you guys haven't been able to watch it, right from the get-go, it was Kevin Magnussen. Sorry, I'm just, what the hell? Is this a drone show? A drone's just making a UFO.
Yeah,
That's
I think
crazy.
So.
That is awesome. You guys,
oh, that is neat.
Oh, that is cool. You guys can't see what we're seeing, but the drones are making like a UFO, but they have the 24-hour logo in the middle. That is really, really cool. But to give you guys a bit of a rundown as to what you guys have missed so far, if you haven't watched the race. Kevin Magnussen, the pole man, I'm just going to say bluntly, shit the bed. Fell down the order. Within the first half an hour, he fell down to P8, P9, was not really doing great. It was the 20 BMW that actually swapped places with it, and it was the 38 that was really taking advantage of it. But the biggest surprise was Toyota. They were the first ones to do a pit stop, immediately going on to an alternate strategy. And boy, oh boy, especially for the 8 car, it's been paying off. They've been pretty much, for pretty much, I would say, the last 9 hours, they've been going back and forth, leading and slowly making their way up through the offset. Now, through the last 9 hours of working their way up through the offset, they're in the lead with the strategy advantage now. It is looking incredibly good if you are a fan of that 8 Toyota racing car. But there's still a little bit of battling, though, at least for Rene Ross in car number 20, Will Stevens in car number 12, and Earl Bamber in car number 38. I believe, if there are cars that are still in this shot for winning it, I think those are the only 4 cars that have the chance. If I were to rate it from like highest percentage chance to win, right now, I'm going to be honest, that Toyota probably has about a 65 to 70% chance of winning right now. That car is, in clean air, unbeatable. In wheel-to-wheel, though, I don't know if you saw this, Jonah, in some of the fights that the 7 car was having with the 101.
Yep.
The Cadillac just smokes it on straight line speed. When they're battling, it takes a long time for that Toyota to get by. As soon as it gets by, though, it's absolutely flying. So I would still say there is that advantage. I would say it's about a 65, 70% chance. Next best shot I would give would be the 20 BMW. I think, have been easily the second best car throughout the majority of this race. I would give them about 30, 35%, maybe even a 40% chance of going for the win. Earl Bamber and the 38 car, I would say they're around that 35, 40% chance. The 12 car, probably about a 15, 20% chance, a little bit on the low end, but they still have an incredible amount of pace.
Yep.
One thing, though, is that we haven't really talked a lot about LMGT3, and I will get into that, I will conclude it, which will bring us to present day right now, because maybe you might know we are under safety car, but there's a reason for that, and it has to do with the LMGT3s. So it was, for the most part, this race, Jonah, it's been Aston domination, let's just say. It's been the Astons, the Lexuses, a little bit of BMWs here and there. The Ferraris have been nowhere, and I think we've been really surprised by that, seeing the lack of pace out of that car. Same with the Mercedes, same with the Porsches, actually. Even though the 91 car has been up there a little bit, it hasn't been the strongest showing from the team that we expected, at least. So, a little bit of a bummer there. But the reason why the safety car came out, it was the 54 AF Corsa car getting punted off, and that's not an exaggeration. It was punted off by the 88 Proton Mustang. We saw the replay of it, and it was pretty bad. That's a reminder. I completely forgot. If we're getting to present day, the 15 car about half an hour ago, caught a puncture. Caught a puncture real bad, and they were in the pits for a long time. Well, first of all, the lap in, the puncture happened on the Ford chicanes, and that contact started with an LMP2 car, actually, that I guess started some tire rub, which eventually created the puncture that we eventually saw. Then, the puncture happened during the Ford chicanes. The BMW guys didn't spot it. The puncture actually, like, the tire came off the rim on the Mulsanne straight. It took them 9 minutes to do the lap, lost so much time, and the worst part was the rear wing. They couldn't get it back on.
No, they couldn't.
Because of the gearbox casing was broken. So they had to fix it on the fly. Luckily, though, that 15 car is back out, but it is 3 laps down out of this race.
Yeah,
but we are still under safety car. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, it is. It is out of this race, and it's quite unfortunate because this is the pole sitting car that's just out of contention now. But you were mentioning the safety car as well. Let's talk about what happened with that. Why are we under safety car?
Well, yeah, I just said, Jonah, you go on. You got to have some active listening here. I said the reason for it was for the 54 and the 88 car.
Yes.
That's what brought us under safety car. So I know I've taken the whole mantle for the first 4 minutes. So I appreciate the ramble, but someone had to give you guys an update. So,
and you did a good job of it, so it's okay.
Wow. It has been amazing to see so far. All of the... Sorry, I just completely banked. It's just been some really interesting racing so far, and with the safety car procedures, it's a long safety car, by the way. They go through a very long procedure just for one car, which I find very interesting. But I guess they're doing this and taking advantage of the fireworks under the safety car as they're using the Bugatti circuit to do so.
Yeah, and right now it's Buemi up top in Hypercar, as you mentioned. Julian Andlauer and Duquesne are dominating this thing in LMP2. They're like almost a second ahead, or like almost a minute ahead of the others from what I was aware of a couple minutes ago. Mattia Drudi leading for Aston Martin. Ferrari has come back a little bit, actually. The 74 car from Kessel Racing is in P2 right now, and the 21 is in P3. The 74 has actually been doing a really good race. But yeah, as Nick mentioned earlier, guys, it's really Toyota, BMW, and Cadillac. Those are the 3 manufacturers in the fight for the overall win. Alpine had pace throughout this race, but they've just disappeared down the order. They're sitting 13th and 14th overall right now. It's been a kind of a disappointing end to that.
And I'll tell you why that happened, Jonah. It was during one of the important stops for the 7 car.
Right.
They jumped the 36 out of the pit lane and completely ruined... Or sorry, they jumped the 35 of Habsburg out during the pit lane cycles, and that's why the 7 car has slowly crawled its way back up into that top 10 fight. So, because remember, Jonah, they were down in like 13th, 12th. They were not having a good time compared to the 8 car. But with some strategy working and having some really good pit stops, they've been able to jump that 35 Alpine, which now it's crazy to see. Due to pretty much just pure pace, the car just falling out of contention.
Yeah, it really has, and it's just unfortunate to see that, but like, hey, here we are. I mean, it's Alpine's final race at Le Mans for a long time. They've been competing since 2013 consistently, so it's quite sad, but that's just how it goes, I guess. Genesis are P10 at the moment. They're in the points, and they're P10 and a P11. They're doing a pretty good job here, and Ferrari has somehow recovered from having a really difficult race. All 3 cars were in the top 10. The 50 car has surprisingly got into P5. So, despite having issues earlier, as you made a short about it, Nick, the 50 car has recovered into a way there. But I do think that Cadillac is Toyota's biggest threat, because both cars are consistently up there. The 101 V-Series R as well from Wayne Taylor Racing is up there in P6. So Cadillac, it's 3 Cadillacs versus 1 Toyota and 1 BMW. That's really what this is. The 7 Toyota is close by with Mike Conway on board right now, but that car has kind of lacked pace. It had a puncture. So Toyota have kind of had one car at the front, with the other one suffering issues, and the same goes for BMW, unfortunately, with the 20 car up there and the 15 encountering all the problems that it had, limping around the entire circuit with Dries Vanthoor behind the wheel.
Yeah.
But yeah, we should be getting the safety car back underway in just a bit. We have also updated a little bit of our placement on the live data here, so you guys have more information. We thought, you know what, screw the map. Here's LMGT3. LMGT3 has great information, and mine as well. And then we also got, finally, the onboard to work a little bit. So there's you see our race leader right now as well, the number 8 Toyota. Obviously, we can't show the full thing or else we would get copyrighted, but little square is okay in the corner. So, Sebastian Buemi currently leads. The safety car should be coming in very shortly. As Nick mentioned, the safety car procedure is a little bit long, but that's how it goes. It's the safest thing, and it makes total sense. Hey, look at this firework.
That is so... No, the drone stuff is so cool. I wish you guys can see what we're seeing. But it's a guy, it's a driver he's doing this,
with the
and the drones have them fight. That is, sometimes technology is really cool, guys, and this is one of the examples. Man, oh man, that is fun.
Did you see
and
that
the lights turning off?
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
And now they're about to transition into something else. I wish we could show it to you guys, but we can't.
I wish I could be here. I wish I could be here experiencing this. Like, I mean,
I have a few buddies that have been to Le Mans, and I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
Hopefully in the future, you and me, Nick, and David as well.
Jonah, we will make our trip over. We're gonna be 2 North Americans taking over Europe.
Yes,
we're gonna take them over.
We'll be doing this at the track, and we'll be overshadowed by the roaring Cadillac in the background when it flies past.
Yeah, we're gonna take over the British guys in the booth. It's gonna be us. You're gonna.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
That's the plan. We will be the commentators for the whole 24 hours, the entire thing.
So the pass around is being taken place. We have 15 hours and 47 minutes to go. By the way, we're talking about how one car has kind of been dominating, or one car is at the top. But viewers, we have to remember that we are still about 3 to 4 hours away from the halfway mark of the 24 hours of Le Mans. Like, we still have a long way to go. Yeah. And so there's a lot that can happen in 15 hours, over 15 hours, in fact, as of right now. But the reason why there's fireworks going around, the reason why there's all these incredible displays by the drones that me and Nick have been talking about, is because it's midnight at Le Mans. The party's on, and this has been something that's been happening at Le Mans for years. We get into the part where people start to get tired. People start to get like, I don't know, just like settling down. But the problem is with Le Mans, and the most fascinating thing about it is that it never sleeps. It goes until the end, and it is such a fantastic event. It truly is. But that's part of the reason why we're doing this live as well, because it is midnight at Le Mans here in France. Obviously, we're in North America, so it's a little bit different. But I think we're getting a...
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
That's a great fireworks show. I really wish I was there.
Same.
But they've been doing this fireworks show for the past 15 minutes. This is a long show.
This is way more than Daytona. Daytona had some great fireworks, but this is crazy. This is always crazy.
Yeah, they always take it up an upper echelon. It was also very foggy at Daytona, so probably the wow factor wasn't the same comparatively, but who knows? Oh, man. We're in safety car stage 3 out of 4.
Okay.
And when we're in these stages, a lap is between 5 to 7 minutes.
Something like that, yeah.
So, just a little under Nordschleife at times for these laps. But the pass around is happening right now. This is very bizarre that they do this a very, very long, I almost find borderline unnecessary staging. I understand Le Mans it's got its dangers and stuff, but like, really? Like 15 laps of it? Oh, I don't know if it's been 15 laps. Maybe it's been 4 or 5 because of the extra stuff.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So we appreciate everyone here for sticking around for absolute nothing because it's just been safety car driving. We very much appreciate you guys all sticking around. And
are we done?
Man.
Back to green?
No, they're just speeding up a little bit. I don't know if you heard on the radio. The FIA director said this. Let them speed up a little bit, so that they can get some temperatures into their tires. So purely for tire temp's sake, which is very understandable. But look at this. We're getting. I was about to say it's a little bit foggy, but no, not really. It's pretty clear. It's pretty clear throughout the venue. There's so many people up and walking around, which is understandable. You're under safety car. But hopefully, in the next, I would say 2 to 3 laps, maximum 4 or 5, we will be going green flag racing. And to give you guys the running order right now, it is Sebastian Buemi, René Rast, Will Stevens, Earl Bamber, Nicholas Nielsen, Felipe Albuquerque, James Collado, Mike Conway, Philip Hansen, Matthew Jaminet, Matthias Jaubert, Harry Ticknell, Jules Gounon, Ferdinand Hansberg, Marco Sorensen, Matt Jacobson, Paul Di Resta, and Rafael Marciello. For the manufacturers, that's Toyota, BMW, Caddy, Ferrari, Toyota, Ferrari, Genesis, Aston, Alpine, Aston, Peugeot, BMW.
You did really well there, Nick.
That's how it'd be there. Jonah, what is the LM GT3 category? I know people could see. Oh, actually, we haven't talked about anything. We've been on the stream for what, like 18 minutes? Not one word has been mentioned of LMP2. You want to talk about that a little bit, Jonah?
Yeah, I mean, it's Duquesne that's kind of blown the park away. They've been dominating this thing for the last couple of hours, I would say. Surprisingly, though, Inter Europol is doing quite well. They've got the 343 entry into P2. You know, I think about that when I said, surprisingly, Inter Europol is doing well. It's not a surprise. This team is not always a surprise. Doing well.
always in the fight. Whether they're in America or in Europe, they will always be in that top 500, whether you like it or not.
Well, and last time out at Daytona, Inter Europol finished second and third, 2 cars on the podium. I could see the same thing here at Le Mans. They took the win last time out at Le Mans. They could surely take another win this time, but it's a question of who can beat Duquesne. Duquesne had drama a couple of years ago. They've never won Le Mans, but they did have drama, and I'm hoping that doesn't repeat. But LMGT3, we haven't talked a lot about that as well. I did want to mention, because we've been talking a lot about the prototype ranks, but the GT3 categories had a bit of drama as well, besides the 54 car. One silent retirement was the number 13 Autosport Corvette.
No, he did retire.
Yeah,
I saw him in the garage. I thought he was at least gonna get out.
Yeah, he went in the garage. They went back out, and then they made the decision. They posted on Instagram. They made a decision to just withdraw from the race, which is so unfortunate. Another car that's also retired is the number 61 Mercedes, which got suspension damage. Mercedes have had a pretty difficult event, I gotta say, here at Le Mans compared to last year. This is their second event with the AMG GT3 at Le Mans. The 79 car has had a really difficult race. The 62, the third entry, the one that's from ELMS and the one that's exclusive to Le Mans, is actually doing okay. It's got Giuliano Alesi on board. It's currently in P9. It's been the only Mercedes that has kind of contended for the top 10, so it's okay. Ford has recovered a few places as well. Eric Powell is in the 77 car in P4, and then Lexus. Dear goodness, this Akotas ASP team has been so competitive this entire race. They have been probably the most consistent team of any LMGT3 entries. And Aston Martin were quick with the Heart of Racing entries, but the Lexus cars, they were 1-2 and consistently pulling away from everybody else. Currently, they're in P5 and P6, but I think we're going to see those Lexus cars return to the top in a short while. So we're still under safety car, guys. We're going to hopefully get the safety car ending soon. Wait, hold on.
To the stewards. Safety car A instructed to pick up the pace. Safety car
A is instructed to hurry up. Giddy up, because we're going to be going racing here pretty soon. So I just heard over the radio. So I don't think they're going to be moving the they're not going to be moving the hypercars to the front of this grid. They're going to keep it the LMGT3. I think. I don't know. Because they went. I don't know why. Why would the radio engineer mention to Buemi the cars in front of him? Like, I don't think that would matter to him unless he's going to be restarting behind those guys. Which, if that's the case. Oh, that's going to be interesting for Ross, Stevens, and Bamber to try to take advantage of that situation, I actually think, yeah, they're going to restart behind the LMP2s and the GT3s here. I think but the safety car lights haven't come out, so we'll see if it will come up, but I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. That'd be really interesting if they kept the hypercars where they were.
Well, right now, the thing I'm a little concerned about is that the 8 Toyota has got almost a 16-second gap to Rene Rast. Are they going to allow that 8 Toyota to kind of fall back or allow the other cars to catch up? I would think so. I mean, everybody else is within a second or so of each other, unless they're a lap down or something. It would be quite unfair if they let Buemi just have that 16-second gap and get away with it from the start. I don't know what is going to be the case. You can see,
I'm not sure either.
You could see Buemi in the top right corner, by the way, guys. So we'll see if he slows down or whatever. You can see there's a
we'll see if he passes LMP2s
right
as well. So
I don't know. This is going to be fascinating for sure. I mean,
yeah, this is gonna be.
Close the gap, 79 to close the gap.
Oh, they're just race directors just like telling everyone, close gaps, guys, close it, hurry up, walk in, come on, guys. Which is understandable. We want to get green flag racing. Watch Valkyrie live. Nick, do you like the Valkyrie? I'm not sure you are. I know Jonah is.
What the heck is that smoke in the Duquesne garage?
Oh,
do you see that too?
Yeah, that car. Why is it? Are the tires smoking? I guess the tires are smoking. Interesting.
I'm sorry to interrupt what you're saying.
No, you're all good. To answer the question about that, I think the car sounds unreal. I think the car looks cool. But I hate to break it to you. You can't win with a naturally aspirated V12 anymore. Those days are over. Those days are over and behind us, and it sucks to say, but I'm sorry, I don't think this car is going to get a top 5. I don't even think maybe it could get a top 10 if the Genesis don't do well, and some of the Ferraris and Cadillacs maybe in front don't really do all too well. But it's not looking very good. I have a bit of a controversial opinion. I think Aston's been a little bit babied with the BOP, both in IMSA and in WEC, and I just feel like they've been a little bit nicer to them. But even with that, the car is just really not shown to be as competitive as it could be, which is a shame because in some of the sprint races, it's not bad whatsoever.
No, it's not.
But in these long run races, it just doesn't stand a chance to any turbo cars.
Just to point out real quickly, the BMW has gained, the Toyota has gained a couple more. It's almost 20 seconds to the BMW.
Okay. So here we go. I think safety car's ending, and I don't think Buemi's going in front. So he's going to have the LMP2s and the GT3s.
Yeah, he is. I don't know how this is going to work out.
Wait, this is a replay to see.
Oh!
He hit the air extinguisher! Oh my gosh! God, that is the funniest thing I've ever seen. What are you doing, bro? Lock in. I know those squats are important, but goddamn, bro! Oh my!
We gotta clip that. We gotta clip that.
But we've completely missed the restart of the race because of that. The Aston Martin has gone up the inside of the McLaren, up on the restart, and down the order goes. I think that's the 10 Garage 59 car. I'm not sure who that is.
It's a lap car. I think.
It must. Yeah, it's a lap car. So he just got moved out of the way. So the green flag is dropped for the GT3s. Here comes the hypercars, and I don't really know what's going on. It's hard to see right now. But I think Buemi's still in the lead.
Buemi's still in the lead.
Yeah, Buemi is still in the lead.
But he's 15 seconds over Rene Rast. I don't understand how they were allowed to... is he 15 seconds? I think he's 15 seconds. I don't know how he was allowed to keep that gap to Rene Rast, but everybody else was...
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah, he still has 18. I thought, that's crazy. Yeah, they did keep him the gap. I thought they had the cars behind him. So Buemi has the 18-second gap. And it's going to keep it. That's unreal. Oh, this is the 30 car doing a quick stop.
I thought it was in... Oh, it's a 50
look
Ferrari.
at this. This is the 50 car going in the garage. What on earth? We have a contender in LMP2 and a contender in Hypercar, both going out. That's the 50 coming on. They're doing a driver swap. So why are they pulling the car in now? That's my question.
Are they done? No, they're not doing a driver swap. Something's going on. Something's clearly wrong with that Ferrari. This is drama for any Ferrari fan. The 50 car has gone into the pit lane. The 2024 winner. That car was in the top 7 fight. Duquesne has come into the pit lane, so that car will move up the order as well. But drama for car 50 in this race. Oh my goodness. It's also Cadillac 345, by the way. That's pretty cool.
That is really cool. But the thing is that they're acting like they can get this car out pretty quick.
Yeah.
So whatever it is, they have to pull it in to do their work. But I think this might not be in for as long as we think. Maybe. We'll have to see.
Will Stevens just got into second ahead of the BMW. That's Cadillac moving into second position. That's the 12 car, fascinatingly. That's not the 38. So Will Stevens has got ahead of the 20 BMW. That is crucial. And the gap has now been brought down to the number 8 Toyota by 16 seconds
16
now.
seconds.
Yep, that's closing.
So yeah, he's closing in. But the thing is, yeah, I'm not sure about the gaps. But the thing is that Buemi, the most important part is that Buemi's going to clear these cars first. And he's going to get in the clear air first. And this car is so goddamn good and clear, but he gets a little bit slowed up by this Porsche and then Indianapolis curves. Anytime he loses here, in moments like this, is going to be advantage for Will Stevens. I got to be honest, I was down and out about the 12 car. I thought it was totally done. But wow, look at it. It's going past Ross and into second. Incredible job. As they're still working on the car up on the inside. I'm not 100% sure what exactly I would love to know what the issue is, but they're still going to be working on that car for a little bit. You can see the Ferrari drivers in the back. They're stressing because they want to get to work. They've also taken the front off here. So this is, I don't know if this is the best thing in the world. If you are a Ferrari fan, Jonah, not looking good.
No, this is not looking good. It's been a pretty difficult event for Ferrari, which is unexpected considering the 499P has been so dominant at Le Mans for the last 3 years. Remember, this is the car that in the hypercar era since 2023, there has been no other car but the Ferrari that has won Le Mans. 51 is coming into the pit lane as well. Please tell me it's not a
Yeah, it
double
looks
disaster.
like he will be coming in for a stop. Yep, it is. So in he goes, and that's James Collado in the car. And that moves Mike Conway up into 6th, Philip Hansen into 7th, Matthias Hubert into 8th, and Harry Ticknell in the Aston Martin into 9th. Jewel Gouldon goes into 10th as well. But we're on board with Earl Bamber. He is right on... Who is he on the back bumper of?
That's
Is that
BMW.
Ross?
That's Ross,
That
yeah.
is the 20 BMW, yeah. So we're seeing some really good battles here for second place and behind. But Buemi, oh, look at the gap. That gap's down to 12 seconds now. So they're gaining. They're gaining, and they're gaining fast. So
Oh my
I want
gosh,
to see.
watch the Cadillac on the BMW. Here we go.
He's gonna
lock
go for
up lock up at Ras. Here comes Bamber in that Cadillac. He's going to be held up a little bit by the LMP2 entry. That 38 car is absolutely flying. The 12 has rocketed away as well. By the way, keep an eye on the
What
gap,
does this
guys.
camera work?
I don't know what the camera is going on, but
It's terrible.
viewers, keep an eye on the gap as well. Will Stevens has closed the gap to the number 8 Toyota down to 12 seconds now. He's gained 4 seconds in the last lap or so. That is incredible work.
Yeah, these guys are really picking up the pace, and you can see Bamber 4 seconds a lap faster than Ras last lap. That's entirely due to traffic, but look at him right on the back bumpers. They make their way through the first of the 2 Mulsanne chicanes.
Yep.
It is all to play for,
They're out.
and look at that. That's a 51 car out doing their quick stop, but the 50 car, I think, is still in the pit lane. Yep, there it is, still in there, but he's got the front on. Yeah, they might be out here pretty soon.
I think
They might be 2 laps down. They might be 2 laps down, but I'm not sure. Oh, look at Bamber as he's going to switch it up the inside on Ras. Is this going to be for P3? I think it is.
He's got it.
And it is. He's got it. Bamber moves up into P3, gets past the BMW of Ross. It's a Cadillac 2-3 as they're chasing down Buemi in the Toyota. The gap is still 12.2 seconds, so it's kind of equalized for now. But maybe there's some crazy pace in the Cadillac, and they're going to be catching up pretty soon. I want to look at Virtual Energy. They're equal. So Buemi, Stevens, and Bamber all have 74, or they're at 68%. So all of them are going to be stopping around the same time. So Buemi has that advantage at 12 seconds, but they got to work it down on this stint to get them as close as they can, because they're matching on stints now. Now that they have equal energy, they got to work that gap down. This is purely about track position now.
Yeah, this is gonna be crucial. I cannot wait to see how this goes with Cadillac. Oh, it goes a little bit deep there, Bamber. Sorry, I was watching the onboard there. But yeah, this is gonna be interesting. So we're on board with Rene Rast. Wow, I want to see another move.
Yeah,
like
just a
this.
great send up the inside through the traffic. He was firm but fair, being in the middle of the track, but Amber sent it up the inside, showing us why he's one of the best drivers. But look at this. Is this Albuquerque?
This is?
It is. Look at this. The Cadillacs are flying. Yeah, no, Rast is on the radio. He's perplexed at the pace of the BMW. He's like, why on earth are we so slow right now? They're getting swarmed by the Cadillacs through the Porsche curves. He's already, just after that overtake, he's lost 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
2 seconds. And you know what? It's not just the 20 BMW. I think what's going on is these Cadillacs have come alive at night. Because if you think about it, the Toyotas are losing time too. The 8 car has lost around 4 seconds to Will Stevens. The 7 Toyota has lost a couple, I think I'd say 4 seconds as well to Albuquerque as well. He's 6 seconds away. Mike Conway is 6 seconds away from Albuquerque. As yellow flag, where is that on track?
Ooh.
That is...
So in the first sector, I'm not sure where or for what. We've seen a lot of these yellow flags where they come and go just for 10 to 15 seconds, and there it goes.
Yeah,
so
it's gone.
just a quick yellow flag waved, and it's out of the way.
Wait, here, this might explain why Rast is struggling. Or sorry, why the Cadillacs are so fast. They're on softs. Everybody else is on mediums. Rast is on mediums.
Oh, wow. So this is just for a quick stint to just giddy up on to Buemi, but I gotta be honest, it's not working. They've been losing time. Will Stevens is slower than Buemi last lap, and that gap is 13.2. So they're losing time actually now, which is not okay if you're a fan of that Cadillac. Man, oh man, they're trying to make their way. Felipe Albuquerque still on the back bumper of Ross. He can't get him on the straight here though. So, oh, and by the way, car number 007, Harry Ticknell, going into the pit lane. He's going to make his way down into probably P13, P14.
Yep.
And that's, by the way, watch Valkyrie Live. That's the reason why he got into P9 was because of the pit stops. Of course, the 50. It's kind of funny. I was like, the only way we're going to see a top 10 out of the Aston Martin is if someone ahead is going to have technical issues. And then what do you know? 2 minutes later, the Ferrari, of course, it goes into the garage, which is really, really funny. But the car's now in 12th. I think, yeah, they've just come out. Yeah, down in 13th. So I believe that is where they belong within the stint because of the offset strategies. But Rast is starting to pull away. I think Rast is starting to figure out whatever that pace problem is. Felipe Albuquerque in the 101 WTR Cadillac, unable to stick onto that back bumper the same way he was a little bit earlier.
I think that the soft tires are starting to degrade a little bit compared to the BMW's mediums. That explains a little bit why those Cadillacs are so quick compared to the BMW. But yeah, this is very fascinating for sure. Speaking of the 50 Ferrari, sadly, it is still in the pits. It might be overtaken by the 15 BMW, which is a lap or so down. So not good news if you're a Ferrari fan for the 50 car, as Nicholas Nielsen still in the pit lane as we speak. The gap between first and second, 13.4 seconds as things stand right now. Buemi leads Stevens. Then it's Earl Bamber in the 38 car. WEC is focusing cameras on the 101 Wayne Taylor Racing Caddy. That car is on the back of the 20 BMW, but as Nick, you mentioned, the 20 has seemingly found a little bit of pace, so that's good news there. Also, in LMGT3, Clement Schmidt has got the 87 Lexus ahead of the Ford and into P4. The 21 Ferrari of Simon Mann is also going ahead of Dennis Blantner as well. So the 21 ahead of the 74 Ferrari, so that's good news if you're a Vista AF Corsa fan. But up front, Mattia Drudi, the pole sitter, doing everything he can to keep ahead in that Aston Martin.
Man, it's looking really, really good for Aston. My prediction for either the 27 or 23 looking pretty good so far. Did I pick the 23 or the 27?
I think you picked the 27. I'll have to check the predictions.
If I did, it's looking pretty good for me for that prediction, at least so far. Ooh. But, oh yeah, we're seeing a little bit of battling here into the Porsche curves, or into the Ford chicanes, as we're seeing some pit stops. What's Hansen saying?
We need to survive.
We need to survive. One more lap, I think they said. So, yeah, it's at 8% right now. So, okay, look at this. The 7 car and the 17, the Toyota and the Genesis, both into the pit lanes. They're going to be dropping a little bit now. That moves the Alpine back up a spot. Oh, actually, what? Oh, that was just the that was the graphics glitching. I think they will be passed by both of the Alpines and also the Genesis as well. There we go. That's the 36 going by. That's the 35 Alpine going by as well. So the Alpines stuck together in the groups. But yeah, they're getting their main pit stops done right now. For the 7 car, if you're in that 7 camp, you know, you got an uphill battle. How are you trying to find, and I'll put this into the comments as well. If you are on that team, how are you going to try to find your way back up the order? How are you going to have to try something really, really unique on the setup, go for something really unique, or just keep on pushing and just pick them off one by one?
I don't know. I mean, the 7 has clearly lacked the pace compared to the 8. The 7's quick, but it's not as quick as the 8. The 8 has been on fire across this entire race. Buemi is just flying right now. Absolutely flying. That 7, actually, they're putting on tires. That might answer my question.
Yeah,
That's a fresh set of mediums on the left side. Did they put on the right side of it? I don't think they did. Also, 83 Ferrari going to be coming in this lap as well, just to clarify.
Okay. So, yeah, it's, I think, in my opinion, the A car was able to work that strategy perfectly. It's going to be hard to try to short stop from here. I think you just got to bang some knuckles against each other and just pick these guys off one by one. I think that is the really only way for the 7 car to get in. They did a good job taking down the 36 Alpine and moving by him. But we'll have to wait and see. Now, let's check out this little bit of LMGT3 battling. This is the Kessel Racing car. Dennis Marshall in the 74 having a bit of a battle with Simon Mann.
Yeah.
And, this is not a battle at all. This is a lie. He's just lapping a car. This is the battle for 2nd and 3rd with the 2 Ferraris. Look at these guys getting back up into the battles. I want to see, though, on Energy how they're doing and see if this is on pure merit. Yeah, it is. And they're actually doing better than Mattia Drudi in the 27 on Energy in front. So they might be able to go an extra lap on the Aston Martin when it comes to strategy. So the Ferraris have come back into this race. I can't believe it.
Yeah, both 296 entries that are in the top 3 right now are doing quite strong. The 74, we're on board right now with Dennis Marshall, who's on board that car. I thought it was Dustin Blanter, but nope, it's Dennis Marshall. Dennis Marshall knows how to win in a Ferrari 296. He won in the 296 at the 24 Hours of Nürburgring in 2023 overall. So this is a perfect driver to put in that lineup. Believe it or not, though, he's never raced Le Mans. This is his first chance racing at the event. And he's going to try and overtake the Factory 21 Vista AF Corsa entry, but they have to watch out for those 2 Lexus cars behind, because Clement Schmidt and Tom Van Rompuy are right behind as well. And then also watch out for Tamir Bogoslavsky as well in the 91 Manthey DK Engineering Porsche. So definitely interesting to see that. Into the pits goes the number 83 AF Corsa 499P, the car which won last year. As expected, that car will drift down the order, moving the Alpines into P6 and P7, the 2 Genesis ahead as well. Actually, the Ferrari might get ahead of the 17 of Matisse Joubert, but we will see how that goes.
Yes, well, I just want to let you guys know, at least for the GT3 battle, because of that 6.4 second gap up in front for Drudi, he's got, well, now it's actually gone up to 7.5. Look at that. Simon Mann, the 21, the 74, and the 87 are somewhat close to each other. 1.8 seconds adrift, the 87 is from the 74, but it's a pretty big gap. Van Rompuy in the 78 has been overtaken by 91. So there's actually a fun little battle between Timur Boguslavsky in the 91 Manthey car and Tom Van Rompuy in the 78 car. But also right there in position. This is purely looking at the data. This is the 77 car, the Proton Mustang, also going in a fight for 6th position with that Lexus as well. So there is a little bit of battling in the LMGT3s. In LMP2, it is still the Inter Europol car that's in the lead. Proton competition is in 2nd. It's Interpol 1-3 right now. It's looking really, really good. The Ducati team. Actually, Inter Europol is in the pits right now. The 43 has been in, and I think they were in the pits from the lead. But out comes the 83 Ferrari.
That's good news for the for the 499P. Great to see that, but yeah, not the race that Ferrari would have wanted, I'm sure. It's definitely been a difficult Le Mans for them, and one they'll have to forget. So that means that, I mean, I'm not gonna jinx anything, but we could be getting our first winner since 2022. And ironically, the car which won in 2022 was the number 8 Toyota, and it's currently in P1 right now. Will we see a return? I don't know. We had a comment coming in from Chris in the comments down below that says, Jonah and Nick, how do you like the new rules for 2030 for Hypercar? Nick, do you want to take this first, or do you want me to take it first?
You guys know LMP2? Have you guys ever heard of that category? Yeah, put a 0.5 on that. That's kind of what it is. Actually, it's not that bad. I honestly, looking into it and reading into it, it is the beginning of the end of what Hypercar era is. It's a lot of the technology is being changed out. Of course, all-wheel drive is being fully banned, I believe. I think all-wheel drive is fully banned. It's just going to be strictly rear-wheel drive only. And chassis development is going to kind of... It's getting a little bit closer towards spec racing, which I'm not 100% sure is the greatest idea for sports car racing. I think you can have cool cars without it being spec racing in endurance, but if it happens that way, it happens. I don't know. I think it's a little too early to call, but I gotta be honest, not the biggest fan straight off the get-go, but we got a long time. We got 4 years to see what it's actually going to be like, so too early to say for me.
I think it's looking really good. You know, what it basically is that it's becoming LMDH. LMDH is the new rules. So I think that it's an integration between the two, and it's taking what's good and what's bad. I don't know if the banning of 4-wheel drive is a good idea, or if that's how it goes. Right now, it is early to tell, but it's looking pretty decent, I gotta say, and I'm very curious to talk about it in future videos as well. I'm gonna get to recording and explaining what the new rules are heading into 2030, because we got some big information heading into it.
The 15 BMW is now entered into the pit lane. They are 2 laps down, but good news, they're in front of the 50 car, which is still in the pit, by the way. That 50 car, I think, might be done and dusted for this race. We'll have to wait and see. But the 15 looking to try to recover, and hopefully, I think they're going to at least try to finish on the lead lap down in 17th. This car was on pole position. It was looking so good for them, but pretty much right from the get-go, it just fell apart for this 15 car. Not looking good for them, but they're going to be doing the pit stop. No driver swap as well. Yeah. We'll have to wait and see. Someone also asked in channel, is hydrogen car dead? Hydrogen car, I actually think that hydrogen is allowed in the new regulations. Is it not? Am I crazy for reading that?
Hydrogen is allowed. Hydrogen is allowed. They're allowing that completely, and so I'm assuming Toyota might go that way because they've been kind of focusing on that. One thing is interesting though is that it is now mandatory hybrids. So the Valkyrie will have to use a hybrid if it continues on.
Yeah, that's no.
So that's LMDH. That's what LMDH is, because LMDH is mandatory hybrids. So they're basically removing Le Mans Hypercar and bringing in LMDH. So that's like the way to go.
Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
LMDH is the future apparently, but what they're doing is integrating LMH into LMDH. That's basically what it is. So like chassis suppliers, you can now choose between having a supplied chassis from like an Orica or a Dallara or building in-house. So that actually works out really well. But the no hybrid thing, or sorry, the only hybrid thing, that's a little bit, I don't know about that. The Valkyrie, I kind of like that it's non-hybrid. It's neat to have some difference there. And then the other thing is that Van Wall, they won't be able to use their car. But then again, do we expect Van Wall to be racing in 2030? Probably not. According to
Yeah,
them,
no.
though, they're racing at the end of the year, but they've said that before. So who knows?
Yeah, yeah. Who knows with Van Walt? That's a mystery for another day.
For sure.
It's looking, yeah, it's looking interesting. But look at this, the 101 Cadillac. He's still there. He's still with Ross, but the gap between Ross and Bamber is 6.5 seconds. As the Cadillac, it's pulling about 2.5, about a quarter of a second a lap on the 20. It is looking pretty good for the BMWs, but the thing is that Toyota, they're pulling away on this stint.
They are.
It was last time we saw it was 12 seconds. It's 15.8 seconds now. It's not looking good for Toyota, or it's not looking good for Cadillac right now, as they're trying to go for their first ever Le Mans win. It's looking very, very good for that Toyota car at the moment.
It is, but here's the thing I was thinking about too, Nick, and maybe you guys have thought about this too, viewers. What if Cadillac are going for exactly what Toyota did at the beginning of this race and undercutting? Because the thing is that they are on softs. So I wonder if they're going to try and undercut the strategy and try and jump Toyota and go that route. Because
you think Cadillac's that smart to do that?
I think so. I think they have a smart team. I think they know what they're doing. They've proven it before.
Let's cut that. Cut that.
Cut that. Yeah, I know. And then when Cadillac, or if they fail or whatever, then yeah. But no, I trust Cadillac. I know what they know what they're doing.
Still working on this car. The 50 is still in the pit lane.
22 minutes.
The drivers. Wow.
In the pits.
What a shame. I'm really curious as to what that issue is. If anyone could give us answers to that, that would be very, very nice. But at the current moment, I do not know the reason for this issue. Whatever it is internal inside the car.
Whatever the issue is, though, the fact of the matter remains, it is out of contention for this win. The 50 car will not win Le Mans, unfortunately. So if Ferrari hope to reclaim a 4th victory and go for their 13th to equal Audi, it's going to have to be the 51 or the 83, which both have won before. But as we know, Ferrari are not looking super, super strong. Now, Toyota, even though they lead by 16 seconds, I remember thinking last year at Le Mans, the number 8 car was dominating with an even bigger gap around this point. I don't think it was exactly at this point, but it was around this point that Toyota were leading. They were dominating over Ferrari and Porsche. And I was thinking, you know what? Toyota's got this. There's no one that can really stop them. Maybe Ferrari can get in the mix, but no. And then we kind of come to the end of the race, and then Toyota had the issue with the number 8 car. The wheel kind of fell off, and that was kind of game over for the 8. And then the 7 was kind of just like there or thereabout, kind of in the mix. And then it became a Ferrari versus Porsche battle. So anything can change. The point that I'm trying to make is that even though we see that Toyota is up the front, there's a very good chance that could change, and we haven't even reached the halfway mark as well. Into the pits comes the 101 Wayne Taylor Racing Cadillac of Felipe Albuquerque, the IMSA squad, as we like to call them. We haven't talked a lot about WTR, but this is the team that is the only squad that is not a part of the full season WEC grid. We're used to seeing multiple different additional entries to Le Mans from the full season grid. You know, an extra Porsche. In 2024, we had an extra Lamborghini, stuff like that. But this is the only entry this year that's an additional car from the full season grid. It comes over from IMSA, where it competes full time. It's basically the number 10 Cadillac that competes in IMSA. WTR have a second car as well in IMSA, the 40, which is driven by Jordan Taylor and Louis Delatraz, who are both driving Cadillacs at Le Mans. But yeah, the 10, they have they're here with the 101, as it's renamed. It's going to come out of the pits, I think, behind the Alpines, maybe behind Mathieu Jaminet's Genesis, and probably ahead of Matisse Joubert's GMR 001. I don't know. We'll see how that goes.
Yes, we will. It's looking pretty interesting. There's also been a lot of pit stops that have happened. Team WRT in the 69 car went for a long stop. The leaders in LMP2, it was the Inter Europol guys. They went into the pit lane. They did their stops as well. I wonder who else. I swear I saw there was a lot of people doing pits, but Man, oh man, yeah, the Kessel 74 cars gone into the pit lane to 69. Both of the Garage 59 cars have also gone into the pits. And they're going for the long run. Someone asked, we've already talked about this, but I'm going to talk about it again. How do you guys like the news of the second Ford hypercar drivers? If you guys watch any of the IMSA stuff and you know the live streams, you know I'm an Acura fan. So I am very much up. I got Nick Yellowy stock. I got me some, oh man, I got some Tom Blanco stock. Of course, dude, that team is, I really like that. And I got some Matt Campbell stock too. I'll say, I got a little bit of Matt Campbell stock too. That team is really, really solid. If Ford is able to get a good team together, or they're able to get a good car together and they get a whole factory effort, that's a good team to have. Lots of experience in that lineup, both in IMSA and in WEC, so great job from them. What do you think, Jonah?
Outstanding lineup from Ford. They'll be my favorite team next in the WEC next season for sure. With Porsche gone, they're going to be my... I mean, Cadillac's awesome, but Ford... I'll take Ford, I think. I want Ford. Actually, I don't know. Cadillac and Ford, I'm going to say equal on that for favorite.
I have to see what the car looks and sounds like. If it looks and sounds better than the Cadillac, I'm a Ford guy through and through. I am a Ford guy through and through anyways. When I'm watching NASCAR, I'm a Ford guy. When I'm watching, if you ask me, Mustang, GT3, or Corvette, actually, well, on IMSA, I definitely, I do like the, I do like the Corvette over the Mustang. I'm not going to lie. Yeah.
I freaking love that Cadillac. The V Series R is such a cool car, and then Ford coming in with their entry as well. I want that car desperately to come to IMSA. Hopefully it will. But on the lineup front, it's the best possible lineup I could ask for, to be honest. I don't think I can think of anybody else. Maybe Renger van der Zande, but I think he might be going into a different lineup. I think that Van der Zande...
I think he might be retiring.
I don't think he's retiring. I think that he's going to McLaren.
Ooh, there's a big walk up there from one of the Valkyries. Who is that? Is that the 007 car? I just saw him walk up like halfway into the Dunlop curves.
This is for the lead.
That was incredible. Oh, this is a battle for the lead in LMP3. Three-way battle between, this is no Proton Europol and Vector Sport. This is for second.
Okay.
Great little tussle here. And look at them. They're passing the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie's like, nah, I can't deal with this. But this into Tetzel Rouge, this is a little bit sketchy. I think King in the 9 in the Proton car, because of the Valkyries just messed that fight up completely with that. Because look at the gap now that the 9 car has.
Finally.
Look at this. It's out. The 50 car is out after 25 minutes. It's finally out. Oh my good Lord.
It's done though. There's no way this car is going to win.
It's absolutely done. I'm just happy to see that this car can actually finish the race. But the interesting thing is that they're officially now, they've been passed, their goal is to not be, they got to finish ahead of the LMP2s now. They've been passed by the 30, the 9, the 26, the 343, and the 43. They've been passed, they're in 23rd right now. So they got to pass a few LMP2s, which they will. They undoubtedly will. But kind of fun to see a hypercar make it all the way down. Shades of 2017, anyone? You and I were talking about that before the broadcast,
right?
With the 2017 and the Porsche coming from 3 laps down.
Here's that lockup you were talking about.
Yeah, this is the lockup, massive lockup into the braking zone, and the LMP2s saw that and were like, "Oh, this is a good time to fight." But at the same time, that could have been a 3-way battle. Look at this. We got an Alpine in the garage. Both of them in the garage.
Yeah, and they had to back up to 35 in order for the 30... Oh, no, that was an LMP2. I think it was an LMP2 ahead. So the 35 was being blocked by an LMP2 car in the pits. So I think it just... I don't know what happened there, but that car is now moving down the order, and that's because of the pit stop. It will... I think exit behind the AF Corsa Ferrari or ahead of the AF Corsa Ferrari. So I think Kubica is, I don't know where Kubica is on track at the moment, but I think he's going to exit behind. I was going to say one more thing on...
Hold on. Okay, Lemmy's going to be going into the pits this lap. Let's check what the virtual energy looks like. He's at 7%. Yep, the Cadillacs are at 11%. They could go for an extra lap. I'm not sure if that's the best idea in the world to try to, I have a feeling Cadillac's going to go a lap longer. I hate when teams do that. Just pit the same time, just match. Sometimes matching is okay. I feel like they overthink a little bit. Oh my god, there's massive battling into Porsche curves. I saw them going 3 wide at one point. Look at that LMP2 trying to back off. He almost crashed into one of the GT3s. I do not need a massive crash through the Porsche curves that takes out 4 or 5 cars. Ooh! Look at these guys. That's the Proton 9 going around the Acadis car. Oh man, it's so awesome seeing them go through Porsche curves, lapping slower cars, because that could make or break you a race if it doesn't go right.
It really could. I mean, that was impressive stuff from all those guys. As into the pits comes Sebastian Buemi. You can see it in the top right corner, guys. You can see we can finally show you something. We can finally show you exactly what is going on. Just hopefully we don't get copyrighted.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah. The 8 car.
He's in the pit lane.
He's getting out. I think Buemi's getting out. His stint is done.
Yep, his stint is done. Out he goes. Now who's gonna come in? Drum roll, please.
It is Brendan Hartley.
Brendan Hartley is coming in. Toro Rosso legend. By the way, someone said in the chat, when I said that, they're like, fuck you, Kvyat better. I mean, he is. He is. Brendan Hartley was not good in that Toro Rosso. He was not.
In F1 at least,
yeah. And the reason he got the Toro Rosso seat was because
of what he did here.
Exactly. So he is a Le Mans man through and through, and gets into that car. He's going to drop down. Also, the 36 Alpine enters into the pit lane, but out he goes from his stop as they make their way back onto the racetrack. There's Will Stevens. That's in first. So as I predicted, they don't match and they extend. I don't think this is a good idea. I don't think they're going to gain as much time as they think they will. They might be pushing, but when it comes to their last few laps, I don't think they've been fast enough. Yeah, last lap for the Toyota was a 3:26.2 before he went into the pit lane. Wait.
That's
okay. No, that's wrong, because that would be the fastest lap of the race.
3:36.2.
Oh, I'm just.
No, it's okay,
guys. I'm just not reading right.
No, I think it was because he went into
that was
pits.
his last lap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that he did like a 3:26 and he was just excuse my French, he was just pulling. But also, so yeah, the top 3 all have to go into the pits. The Genesis, though, he's got 24%. He can go a little bit long here.
Good, yeah.
And yeah, I think this is interesting, actually, and how this could play out as the 36 has just come out. He's been overtaken by the 51 and the 7. As we look out of the exit of Mulsanne corner, we are looking at the battle on LMP2 between the Ducati team and Vector Sport, but I'm not sure they're as close as we think, because I think there's a hypercar in the middle of that, and that's Rene Rast in the 20 car. So I do want to see what the gaps are right now, because I think Pietro Fittipaldi is starting to catch up on the Harry King as of right now. But yeah, let me look at El Gaps to give you guys an answer to that. Oh, drum roll, please. 0.6. They're really close. They're very close out on track. So hopefully we'll be seeing a little bit more battling in the LMP2, maybe a little bit more chaos and carnage. I hope so. I'm going to sprinkle some chaos and carnage on the Le Mans because we need some more. We need more action here in this race. I need more. I need more.
Both Cadillacs, the race leading Cadillacs are into the pit lane. Will Stevens and Earl Bamber. You know.
What did you say?
I think I said
lease rating.
Lease
rating.
Reese leading. I think. I don't know what I think I mixed up the words, I guess. I don't know. Oh, Rene Rast is into the pit lane as well. Will Stevens, Earl Bamber, Rene Rast, top 3, all into the pits. Now, I wonder if Cadillac choose to not change their drivers to get ahead of Brendan Hartley's Toyota. I wonder if that is part of the reason why they went on the softs to kind of overcut them in some way. 12 is in.
Yeah, they're coming. We're going to see if they're going to do a driver swap. I think they'd be a fool to do that. No, they're not. Oh, this is big. So they're both getting stops in now. Oh. I think they...
no driver
I think
swap
Hartley's going to... Yeah, but I think...
Hartley's coming into Porsche curves right now, right? Exiting the Corvette curves and heading into the Ford chicane.
Yeah, I think Buemi still got this. Yeah, he does. Unless they can get him out like now. Now, get him out now, get him out now. No, it's done. So Hartley's gonna take the lead. Yep, Hartley's gonna take the lead. They've nailed this on strategy. They've done a really good job. And Russ is still in the car. He's gonna be taking a while, but yep, there goes the Toyota back up into the lead. Oh my God, this team is so good when it comes to strategy.
Well, so
They started 13th, by the way, just to let y'all know.
They did. And then this is the strategy game going absolutely perfect. This is why Toyota is so strong at Le Mans. The 12 Cadillac did exit, though. The gap is smaller.
Yeah, but it's 10.4, but we know how much time you lose on an opening stint. That gap will be 15, maybe 18 seconds again. So this is why I don't like overcutting match. You're never, because of the tire, how long it takes the tire warm up, the time you gain is not enough because you're gonna lose it anyways because of how slow that warm up lap is. You lose so much on the warm up lap compared to the guys who are already on the main tires. Match with them so that you're both struggling on the cold tires at the exact same time rather than have the struggle on the cold tires. Well, the 8 is just going to pull away. I'm willing to bet next lap that gap is going to be more than 15 seconds. I'm willing to bet. It blows my mind when these guys always overthink strategy, and instead of to just be cautious and match, they always overcut. I also do want to know, they didn't switch tires, did they? So they're still in the softs.
They are still on the softs. Interesting. So I wonder why they did that. That is interesting. The thing is, though, is that I was thinking that nowadays, with the new Michelin Sport Endurance tire, the time that they lose per lap is not as bad. In fact, Will Stevens has just gained an extra 5 tenths, and now the gap is 9.6 to the 8 Toyota. It's possible that this worked out for Cadillac, but you're right. I mean, overcutting doesn't really work out the most of the time. That's why it's so difficult to pull off. And that's why Toyota are so unbelievably good at what they do when they come to strategy. Because Cadillac, Jota, they do a good job, but Toyota, man, they're in a different league on strategy.
They really are. And someone in the comments replied to me saying that it allows for fuel strategy later on in the race. That is true. Very true. And I apologize for not mentioning that there is a benefit to overcutting in the long run. But my thing is that I don't feel like that advantage is enough, especially when you lose track position and timing because of it. I just don't feel that it's worth it, especially when you're dealing with LMP2s and LMGT3s, where if you get stuck behind them, behind LMGT3s, because there are points where GT3s can be faster than you on the warm-up lap, like through the Dunlop curves. Warmed up GT3s are just as fast as those hypercars, and that could be a big problem for those guys. As Fuoco complaining about the drink system not working, or I don't know what it was he was complaining about. Oh my God, there's a big amount of lag here on the stream.
I saw that. I was like, is that me or is that the stream?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. So, yeah, no, fair. So, yeah, Sportsfan 2-4, very fair point. I just believe that fuel advantage that you have at the end, it is an advantage. I just don't think it's worth the track position that you lose and the time that you lose for it. That's it. But sorry, I know I keep yapping, but look at this, a Corvette doing something for once. It's Johnny Edgar in the 33 TF Sport car. He's right on the back bumper of Mattia Drudi in the Heart of Racing 27. Gap is under a second. Jonah, take it away.
I told you, Corvette, don't count them out. They have some... Oh, never mind. He's in the pits.
Oh, yeah. Well, there we go. Well, that was what lasted.
It lasted for 6 seconds. So 6 seconds, we got a little bit of relief that Corvette were doing well.
That they were doing something.
They were doing something for 6 laps. So Johnny Edgar comes into the pit lane in the TF Sport Corvette. Although, I do have to say, at least the other 2 Corvettes are in the top 10. The number 2 car, which we haven't talked a lot about this in this race, the number 2 of Benjamin Green.
It's been very quiet, very quiet. That car. It's been it's pretty much, I would say, arguably the quietest car of the weekend so far. I've really not seen a lot out of it.
Yeah,
it's very quiet.
The McLarens have been like, no one's talked about the McLarens. They've just been gone. basically.
Yeah, it sucks because, I thought that they would maybe have a little bit of pace given what they did at Spa, but yeah, really nowhere. They were decently fast in some of the practice sessions. I think they topped the session. I think FP1 they topped. I could be wrong.
They took the most laps as well in testing as well. So
yeah, so it was looking like there was something out of it, but really not at all. Genesis. I know someone mentioned a little bit earlier, but we can mention it. There's a Genesis in the top 5, the 19 Genesis Magma. I do want to see when it comes to energy where they are on the splits. It has 5%, so it's purely doing that off of offset and will be going down the order eventually. I will mention something that's not good if you're a fan of the WTR Cadillac because of the pace that it's lost to that 20 BMW. And I'm not sure what's happened to make it lose out also to the Genesis.
Well, it pit.
But it's at 63. Well, it did pit, but the thing is that it's at 63% compared to 85, 86, 85 from the top guy. So that 12 car has lost the front group when it comes to energy and being on this around the same area.
Yeah, I don't know, because WTR did pit that car where everybody else didn't. So I don't know what they did. So it's I kind of want to get on board of that, or just kind of hear from Wayne Taylor or somebody at WTR to see like what their plan was or what their plan currently is, for the 101 Cadillac. Speaking of Mathieu Jaminet with the Genesis, believe it or not, but that car just set the best lap out of anybody. The last lap, it set a 3-minute 27.657. That was faster than anybody else. So Genesis doing very well. I would say this has been the outside of like when Ferrari debuted, for any new manufacturer in endurance racing, you take Lamborghini, Soto Fraschini, Van Wall, I don't know, another brand or whatever. I would say this has been the best Le Mans debut out of any.
This is one of the best Le Mans debuts that I've seen from a manufacturer. It's looking really, really good. This is shades of Audi in 1999 when they were running the R8C and the R8R, because those cars, they weren't competitive, they weren't good, but they finished the race and they were respectable. And Audi built upon that, and we know the rest. So it could be very good. Speaking of Genesis, here they come into the pit lane. There goes the 19 for his stop. I wish they could show us how many pit stops they've done. I want to see if I can try and find that.
That might be so on the graphic, on the timing graphic or whatever. It's possible. You might be able to change something like that. The 19 into the pit lane with Mathieu Jaminet, as Nick just mentioned. That'll be a full service stop for the Genesis Magma Racing crew. Genesis running both cars very smoothly. Reliability-wise, they've been good. Performance-wise, they've been not too bad as well. It seems that the Genesis, and particularly the Oreca chassis, has been, I guess, better in some way. But yes. Yeah, it's been okay. Last lap, the best person of last lap was Antonio Giovinazzi in the 51 Ferrari. So the 51 actually doing quite well. It's in P6 at the moment, so keep an eye on that. So Jaminet seems to be staying in the 19 Genesis as there's a full service stop.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, we have our pit stop numbers. I got our pit stop numbers. So everyone is in the hypercars. They're between 11 and 13. For the Genesis, that was number 12, I think. Unless it might update a little bit. I think that was pit stop number 12 for the Genesis. But the top guys, the Toyota's at 12, the 12 Cadillac's at 13. We're getting a replay of something here. What on earth is this?
Sparks.
Oh, it's just Sparks. Weck, I understand you're bored. I get that the producers, you guys are bored. Abby, that does look pretty sick. Can't lie. Cool, that does look pretty cool. Okay, fine. You get a pass on this one. That Weck has been doing a lot of these like cinematic like replay shots. And I'm like, come on, guys. I know you're trying to make it look cool, but like, you're not that bored, are you? Like, come on. Look at this though.
Well, what
the 38 Cadillac. And by the way, remember when I said, oh, they're going to lose so much time on the Cadillacs? They're going to lose so much time because I was being such a negative ninny. They've gained time. It's only 11 seconds between the Toyota and the Cadillac. Granted, they're on slower tires and they're slower overall in pace. Last lap, it was a 328.8 for the Toyota. The 38 Cadillac only did the 329.4, so it's slower. They're just slower than the Toyotas. And now with these two guys, they're gonna be battling. They're just gonna lose more and more time. This is working more and more, slowly but surely, into the favor of that 8 Toyota. Man, oh man.
So, you know, the thing I was going to mention as well, real quickly on the subject of Cadillac, that I think a lot of people should keep an eye on, is what happened in IMSA. That was really astonishing, and kind of what we've learned for the last couple of years. What we've learned is that the V Series R does really well in the daytime conditions. It does really well when we get into the heat and all that sort of thing. I think the Cadillacs are going to come alive once we get to the daytime hours. The BMWs have traditionally done well in the night, but it's been the reverse, actually, for the M Hybrid V8s. The 20 was super quick in the day, and kind of been just there or thereabout in the night. But yeah, these Cadillacs doing well at night as well. Toyota has historically done well in the night too, but we will see how this goes. It's really, can anyone beat this number 8 car? Or will Toyota be able to take a 6th win? I don't know.
I don't know. A 6th win is looking pretty good. Now, I want to know where that puts them all time in the rankings.
For manufacturer wins?
For manufacturer wins, where that would put them if they beat them.
They would tie with Bentley. Bentley have 6 wins at Le Mans, and they would tie at, I think, 5th. The 5th most successful manufacturer, because...
Yep, 5th.
Yep.
Jaguar is 7, Ferrari is 11, Audi 13, Porsche 19.
Ferrari
That's
is
the
12,
number.
so that would be... the Wikipedia, if it's Wikipedia you're looking at, yeah, they're incorrect sometimes. But yeah, they would place ahead of Ford and Alfa Romeo, who both have 4. And then
Yes.
The Cadillac, sorry, I was going to say Cadillac, but I wish they've won Le Mans, but they've never have. Toyota would equal Bentley. I think they would move ahead because Bentley's last win was 2003. Then Toyota would get ahead. So 51 is into the pit lane. That is Antonio Giovinazzi. I don't think there's going to be a driver swap. It's just a clean of the windshield, and we're off and away. By the way, viewers, we are at the point where everyone calls, like, the sleepy time at Le Mans 1 a.m. It's 1 a.m. in France. For the next 3 hours or so, we're going to get this period of time where it's kind of like there's not really much going on. I remember in 2023, Nick, you've probably seen this clip all around, and viewers, you've probably seen all this clip, when I think it was the Spanish broadcasters at the time. At 2 a.m. in the morning, that was.
Dude, I'd do the same thing. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, might as well,
Dude,
right?
I'd start beatboxing. I'd start beatboxing at that point, bro. That genuinely, that is what I would do, because these guys are losing their minds, bro. They're doing a 20. They don't take a break. They do the 24 hours, and I don't understand from a voice perspective. Granted, I am a bit of a smoker, but the thing is that I don't understand how these guys can keep their voices in such clean air for so long. Are we seeing some battling? Yes, we are. That is the Alpine getting overtaken by the 83 Ferrari. I think that's Kubica going after Makowiecki, who the 36 has lost out to Habsburg, who then lost out to Kubica. So we're seeing a little bit of battling from 8th down to 10th as Harry Ticknell in the 007 Aston. He's moved this way up in the 7th. So again, like I said, I was saying earlier, and I was saying it to the guys in chat, because of the tire offset, they moved their way back up, like we predicted. But yeah, they did a position swap. So it's Alpine multi-map 21 here at Le Mans. There's no team order rules here on WEC, so you can do what you want for switches. But I guess Makowiecki is not going to be happy in that car because he lost out to Kubica because of that as well.
He did. So we will see how this goes. WEC is also predicting that Will Stevens will be in striking distance of the number 8 Toyota in 6 laps. That's fascinating. The gap is starting to shrink. Cadillac are starting to heat up the pace. So that is very fascinating to see how that goes. Also, Bamber is pulling away from Rene Rast, so Cadillac clearly have pace. Are you seeing something, Nick?
No, I'm just confused as to why I'm being accused of being mad. Also, I'm not confused about Aston's pace. This is not confusing at all. This is exactly where I expected them to be. And the only reason they're in this stage right now is because of strategy. This is not a pacing for the Aston. I'm sorry. So, they're doing pretty good, but I ain't mad. It's just, I gotta be honest. I feel like Peugeot, I feel so bad for Peugeot, man. They didn't deserve this.
Oh my gosh.
They really didn't.
Okay, let's
They
talk
deserve
about
to be
these guys.
fighting that back.
let's talk about these guys as the 007 Aston comes into the pit lane, by the way, guys. So, Valkyrie fans, that car is coming into the pit lane, but
stop.
it is a short stop. Yeah, that's interesting. That car is coming into the pit lane, but it should get out very quickly. Harry Tinknell on board that entry at the moment. It's got 0% energy. That explains why. But yeah, let's talk about Peugeot. 14th and 16th. All the manufacturers we have talked about, but Peugeot are nowhere. They've been at the back. This reminds me so much of last year and the year before. When are these guys going to get a break? Last time out at Spa,
come on.
they got pole and then were taken out by an LMG T3 car while in a position to win. Peugeot clearly have a quick car, but here at Le Mans, that car is either just not good or a combination between that fact as well as the fact that it has been totally BOP'd to HE double hockey sticks. The thing is that Peugeot has been rumored to introduce a brand new car in 2027.
Are they actually?
Yeah, there's been a lot of rumors going around that they're going to do that. A lot of reports from reliable sources saying that Peugeot is going to introduce a car, an Evo package, or at least a new car in the near future. I've heard 2027, although I think that's a little bit too soon. But Peugeot is committed to the future. The question is, when and what type of car are they going to introduce?
You know, I was talking about it with Rick. Yeah, I don't know if you guys on the channel know who Rick is. If you guys were here for the Imola watch party, a few select of you guys who were there, legends. You know, it's... I forgot what I was going to say. I don't know. What was I saying? What were you saying right at the end there? I just fully blanked. I'm so sorry. That was the biggest blank of my life.
Don't worry. I was just talking about... now I don't remember.
It doesn't matter. But no, it's about, the AC with Peugeot. When I was
Peugeot.
on...
Yeah.
New
car,
just,
2027, new car.
Oh, yes, thank you, the new car. When I was talking with Rick at Imola, I asked him about how long, because he knows people within the WEC paddock,
right,
how long it takes to develop a car from scratch. It's 3 to 4 years. When Peugeot was making their original hypercar without the wing, that thing started in 2018, 2019. That's when they started making that. And so whatever this new car is that they've done, when did they put the wing on the car? Was it 24 or 25?
24.
So they had to have started developing that new car from 2024 onwards. It had to have been in development for a while, if the rumor is true. So if it is, and they're able to update the car, I hope so, because I think Peugeot, they should be up in front there, man. I want to see that car do well. I love the drivers in that car. So, like, everything about Peugeot is great. They're my favorite French team of the two. So, get them up there.
I miss Peugeot fighting for the wins in LMP1, 2009, the 90s in the Group C era. But yes, Peugeot, the thing is we have to remember is that the car that they're currently running is an adaptation of the 2023 car, which failed, the no-wing car. It's a reborn from that. If they build a new car, mainly around like more of this LMDH type thing, I think it's possible that might help. The Peugeot is quick. The problem is that for Le Mans and events like, mainly just Le Mans, they keep getting screwed when it comes to the BOP. I think that's the problem, is that Peugeot are just being destroyed because of the BOP. Even though we don't know what the BOP is here at Le Mans, it's clear that those cars just are not quick when it comes to the BOP. They've been handed a pretty big penalty for it. And it seems that the 9X8 is just not a good car at Le Mans. It just doesn't perform well. It performs well on flowing tracks, more like Spa, more like Sao Paulo. Those two tracks specifically are really good for the 9X8. Portimao was a really good track as well when that car was there, and it did really well when it made its second ever appearance following Sebring. So definitely a big thing. Into the pits comes to the number 7 Toyota from P6 in this race. That's Nick de Vries, currently on board, our Formula E world champion from, I think, 2018, maybe 2017, 2018, somewhere around there, is into the pits. So that's good news there. Let's see here. There's something else I was going to point out as well. Oh, Will Stevens has lost a lot of time to Brendan Hartley. 14 seconds is now the gap.
Yeah, he's lost 3 seconds. That Toyota just in clear air, it's unbeatable. Yeah. It's unbeatable, that Toyota. The only way, yellow flag's coming out. Hopefully, we'll see if this is a fake yellow flag or an actual yellow flag we need to worry about. But out goes the 7. Yeah, it's a fake one. So out goes the 7. some people in the chat talking about Mazda and being like, that would be really cool to see in the back. I think after the Furai project, I think they're traumatized. I think they're traumatized from doing anything. Because, by the way, for fun facts, the Mazda Furai is a Garage C65. That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's
a rebodied LMP2 car.
It really is. I mean, I miss Mazda. They were one of my favorite brands. I do too. I miss I think it was called the RT24P, the car that competed in IMSA, the DPI entry. But Mazda kind of just disappeared from motorsports at the end of 2021 when that car kind of just disappeared.
The Mazda. So this Mazda, this is actually it. This was originally the Multimatic LMP2 car.
Yes,
I think it became the Multimatic, but then didn't really work out because the Rekka was just so much better than anyone. And then Mazda took the Multimatic and just repurposed it. That car is one of...
What the heck? Hold on a second. Will Stevens is on the back of the number 8 Toyota. What happened?
What? What on earth has happened? Yeah, he's right on the back bumper. We have a race for the lead, fellas. The 8 Toyota has lost an incredible amount of time. Last lap was a 3-minute 43. Oh my God, something has majorly gone wrong for this 8 car. I don't know what on earth has happened, but we have a battle for the lead, and Will Stevens knows it. He's right on the back bumper of this 8 car as they cross the start-finish line. It's lap 152, or 151, sorry, as they're crossing the finish line now. Oh, man.
Nick, I was just thinking, you remember when that yellow came out just a bit ago? When that yellow came out for that short period of time? Well...
that might have been the 8 car?
On the onboard of the number 8 car, it said yellow flag at the top at that particular section of the track. I wonder if the number 8 car went off at the exit of the Mulsanne turn.
Viewers, if you go back in the video and watch the onboard, if you see the car go off, yeah, let us know. Yeah, this is holy wow. This is open. This has changed everything. So the Cadillac is so strong on pace. Look at how much faster that Cadillac is. He gets up to the top speed so much quicker than that Toyota. And now, because that they're in traffic, this is really, really good for that Cadillac if he's able to get past this Mercedes, the Iron Lynx car. This is the Team Qatar Iron Lynx car. If you can get past them, keep on with the draft, we could have a battle for the lead here, folks. Oh.
It's not over. It's not over. It is not over one bit. Cadillac are in the fight. Earl Bamber has the fastest lap as well in the 38. The gap to first and second is 0.7 of a second. Then the gap to first and third is 1.5 seconds. Both Cadillacs are in the hunt here against Brendan Hartley's number 8 Toyota. And Will Stevens is flying right now. This is on, guys. Cadillac v Toyota with 14 hours and 37 seconds. Sorry, it's 37 minutes to go of the 24 hours of Le Mans. This is on. Let's get this thing going.
Yes, I cannot wait. There's been a lot of people asking a few questions in chat. We will get to those very, very soon. But in the meantime, we got a battle on our hands. But yeah, last lap at 343.6. He must have been in that yellow flag zone and got slowed down. So that's such a shame to see how that's working out for that Toyota. But again, with the Cadillac right here, they're in clear air right now as the 83 car goes in for a quick stop. I'm just going to look at the map. I want to see where they are on track. They have a bit of a buffer, but they do have some slow cars. They have a lot of slow cars coming up, actually. This is a good opportunity for the 12 car to get in. The 38 is only 1.5 seconds behind, right back there, as they're making their way through the Porsche curves, or well, they're making their way through the Porsche curves on the track map. On our live stream, they're just coming up to it. But he's really close to that back bumper with lap traffic coming up in front. We could be seeing a battle for the lead here very, very, very soon.
Yeah, the number 8 Toyota, guys, is in the top right corner of your screen right now. You can see cars ahead of it. The Cadillac is literally right behind this car. You can see the headlights in the mirror of that number 8 car. Watch that. This is going to be absolutely incredible.
Wow. Oh, this is big. That's really big from the Toyota to get past the TF Sport car there. Can Will Stevens get on the inside? He has to clear the Zacchaeus car as he makes his way into the Ford chicanes. He's got to send it up the inside, and he does. So that's very crucial. He gets past him here. Brendan Hartley has had a lot of experience going through traffic. We know he is an endurance expert. I would say he might be a little bit better than Will Stevens when it comes to getting
so
through
too.
traffic. We will see that experience coming through right now because this is so important for this Toyota. This is the most important part of the race for the Toyota to try to make their way through. They have a little bit of a pace advantage through clear air, but the strategy advantage is gone now with this Cadillac right on the back bumper as they make their way down the Dunlop curves. And I think he's still stuck to the back. This is really close here as they're going to make their way up until Mulsanne.
So he got past the McLaren, but the Cadillac is gonna be right behind. Meanwhile, by the way, the 101 Cadillac is now 2.8 seconds to Rene Rast's BMW. Remember, he pit. So Philippe Albuquerque is gaining time on the BMW as well. Cadillac are flying at Le Mans. This is working out beautifully for the V Series R entries. Is that a
I think
move?
we might be seeing a fight for the lead. I can't tell. We have so many lights. But I think
so.
he looked for it, but I don't think there's a move there. No, not yet. Unable to go for it. Nope, there's no move there. It was looking like it.
The 38's right behind as well. That's both Cadillacs right there.
But they can't be battling right now. They need to go after the 8. If they start battling, the 8's going to start pulling away. That's the last thing that they need. Look at them jolting their way through the LMP2s and the GT3s, sweeping this way and that way as they go down the Mulsanne straight. Will Stevens is still tucked to the back bumper of Brendan Hartley. And it's so critical that 12 car has the top speed advantage because that's how it's keeping with the Toyota right now. That's the only way.
It's way quicker than that Toyota. You could see the kilometers per hour difference between the Toyota and the Cadillac. The Cadillac is way faster on the straights. It's also in the slipstream of the Toyota, so that makes sense why. But this is absolutely critical for Jota. If they can get the 12 ahead of the 8 and the 38 as well, the 38 can start holding up the 8 to allow the 12 to extend the advantage. But for Toyota, what they need to do is hold back these Cadillacs or go for an undercut strategy. That's the only thing I can think about. Something happened to the 8, and I want to find out what, because this completely changes the game.
It really does. But you know something else, though, Jonah? The 38 car is the fastest Cadillac. How is he going to get through without losing time? This is going to be really contentious for the Hertz Team Toyota team. I bet you their strategists are trying to work out how do we play this game. You know, when this is all advantage to Cadillac right now. But then again, it's also very easy to mess this up. It's so easy to mess up a situation like this. You can try to have the 38 swap with the 12. You can lose too much time. The 8 gets away. You can have the 12 try to go fight, but then he can't get him, and then the 8 pulls away regardless. So you got to find that good balance in the strategy and play on. But look at this. This is mega, though. Oh, this might have just saved Brendan Hartley. He got past the LMP2 into Porsche curves, and the LMP2 is so fast. It's about equal with the GTPs, and there goes the time for the Cadillac. That Toyota has just been saved.
It has really been saved. This is great news for Toyota fans. 1.4 seconds is the gap between the Toyota and the Cadillac now, with 14 hours and 32 minutes to go. This is getting so intense. Meanwhile, in LM GT3, Mattia Drudi, the race leader, is into the pits. Clement Schmidt will take over the lead in the Lexus, so this is big. The Clement Schmidt Lexus, the 87 car, that's that green and black car. Obviously, you can't really see it right now because it's night, but that car
and the
has
leader,
the fastest time.
And the leader in LMP2 also in the pits, the 9 Proton car, also entering into the lead, into the pits as well.
Yep, Tara Keen into the pit lane, so that's going to be critical for the LMP2 cars. And I believe the 343 of Bejoy Garg will get back into the lead ahead of the 9. So the 30 has kind of disappeared down the order, so it's now kind of back into the fight between everybody here. Hartley's on the radio. Let's see.
Front grip becoming quite digital, probably due to a little flat spot. I think we might need to get thinner tires. So they will maybe be doing a tire swap on their next spot. I'm not sure if that's why. Maybe he had a massive locked up and started losing. I really don't know. I'm willing to bet it. Maybe it was that yellow flag zone. I'm willing to bet that's what caused it. Because we've seen no replay of the car having issues. Unless it's this.
Oh, I think it's this. It's this.
There it is. So the leader in... Oh my God! He went off. He's driving on the city circuit. Where the hell did he go?
Wait, hold on. Did he go? I think he went back the other way.
Yeah, he came back and went the other way. He took the roundabout to get back on track. I don't even know if that's allowed, but he walked up deep into Mulsanne corner, the heaviest
Oh my
braking zone
goodness.
on the track, and that's how he lost his time. Oh my God.
So it was that
has
yellow
just
flag.
thrown everything. That was what the yellow flag was for. It was for him.
I saw the yellow on the dash of the Toyota and I was thinking, oh, yellow flag. Someone went off at the Mulsanne corner. But it was him. It was the race leader,
Wow.
the overall late race leader. Now we have confirmation. I don't know if going like off the side of the track was the right thing to do. I mean, obviously Hartley knew what to do. He knew that was there. I don't know how he knew that. Maybe his Le Mans experience is definitely coming into play. But this changes a lot, guys. Hartley, Stevens, Bamber separated by 1.6 seconds now. It is Toyota v Cadillac with about 14 hours and 30 minutes to go.
I'm going to be paying attention for the I'm going to be paying attention for race log to see if they do go under investigation for that, because when you saw him, he didn't hesitate. He made that turn with purpose to go through that. That was purposeful. He knew that was there. So I think it's allowed and okay, but we'll have to see. But I think Hartley is going to be coming in, and I think maybe Stevens and Bamber, they're probably going to go an extra lap.
I would say so.
Because they have an extra 10%, 19% to 29%. So they have a whole 10% advantage. Meanwhile, in LMGT3, we got a bit of a battle going on. Alessio Rivera and Clemens Schmid in the Lexus and the AF Corsa both need to pit pretty soon here. What are the gaps between these two guys? It's decently close between them, under half a second. But both of these guys are going to be going into the stops pretty soon here, so we will be seeing a switch between them eventually.
Yes, we will. And yeah, this is the battle for the lead in LMGT3. Johnny Adam as well. I think is he a former winner of Le Mans? I can't remember. I think he's a winner of the WEC championship before.
Johnny Adams?
Johnny Adam. Just Johnny Adam, like ADAM. Yeah. And then, yeah, I think he won the WEC title. I don't think he won Le Mans, but he was with Aston and won something.
Yeah, he won Le Mans twice, 2017 and 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a two-time Le Mans winner in GTE.
Okay,
and
great.
he's won the GTE, and he's won the LMGTE championship as well.
Okay, so he's won both. That's great. So he's in a position to potentially get Aston Martin, the 23 car that's driven by Gray Newell as well as Eduardo Barrichello, in a position to potentially get this win. And for Aston Martin, I mean, the 27, that car has disappeared down the order. It's now 12th, the pole sitting car. I think it pit though, so that's part of the reason why. Stevens is slowly...
Oh, and there goes the 21 car into the pits as well.
Okay. Oh, and just to confirm as well, Hartley was confirmed by his I forget, the strategist, that they are taking pits. They are taking tires at the pits. My goodness, I can't speak.
Yeah, you're all good. Speaking of pits, the 101 WTR Cadillac is in for their stop. Right behind them is one of the Garage 59 entries. Also going for their stop. Lots of stops going on. Someone in chat has confirmed, apparently, what Mr. Brendan Hartley did, it's legal. And the reason why is his fellow teammate did it last year. Kamui Kobayashi apparently did the exact same thing last year, went through the roundabout, walked up. So that's why he knew about it, is because it's literally happened to his teammate.
Well, that makes sense.
And out goes, yeah, it does make sense. Well, out goes the 101. The 21 car is still in there. I'm really happy to see that 296 come back into the fold. It was really nowhere in the first half of this race, but through the night, it has come alive. That 296. Hopefully, we'll see a little bit more into what I predicted to be a Ferrari versus Aston Martin battle. It was showing a little bit before the pit stops. But let's go back to that overall battle. And Will Stevens, he's not done. I thought that gap was going to be absolutely taken advantage of, but it's not. It's not there. Into Indianapolis he goes. He's got a really good run here. Is he going to try to go for a move? Nope. He's going to back out and just wait a little bit more. He sees that slower car up ahead, and he knows he's got to get past that LMP2 before the Porsche curves, or else it's going to be the same thing all over again of having to lose time.
The 8 will get ahead of the LMP2 in just a second here. Yep, there we go. So the 8 gets ahead, and the 12 is going to be right behind Stevens.
Yeah, and on the Will Stevens radio engineer is saying, keep it up. Don't stop. Put a lot of pressure on him. Make him work. And you can see, wow, look at how much speed that Toyota can take through the corners. That thing is so fast through there.
Yeah.
But they're going to have to pit. They're at 11% compared to 21. They're either going to stop now or go one more lap.
I'd say one more, and then the Toyota will come into the pits. But the Toyota's quick in the corners. The Cadillac is quick on the straights. That's what is kind of been established here. That Cadillac is flying right now.
Will he go in? Nope, he doesn't. So he's going to go one more lap, that Toyota. He's going to go right to the end of his energy stint. But can that Cadillac try to get that track position and maybe go for an overtake here before he enters the pits? If they do, that's big. That is very big.
I was just going to say, Earl Bamber should go in and make a stop for an undercut strategy. That's exactly what he's doing. Earl Bamber is doing exactly what I thought.
Oh, yeah, he is. Look at that.
Doing the undercut. Yep, they're doing it. They're doing it to try. This is exactly what I was hoping that Cadillac would do. The 38 is coming into the pit lane. That right there, that's exactly why I think Cadillac might be able to get ahead of Toyota here. The 38 might take the lead of this race because of that move.
Yeah, very, very well, Jonah. I couldn't agree with you more. I think we're getting to a point in this race where it's all the playboard, but look at the Toyota. He's got the gap. Are they doing a driver swap here?
I don't think so. I think Bamber's
No, I
staying
don't
in.
think so. Yeah, Bamber's still in the car. Yeah, I don't think anyone's out. I think they're just doing fuel, and I think they did one side of tires. Or, well, they're about to do tires. They're doing energy first. Now they're doing tires. And it looks like it's going to be a 4. Yep, they're doing all 4 tires. So it's going to be a 4 stop.
They had to get rid of those softs at one point. And what
Yes,
tires
they
are
had to.
these?
They got to get the mediums. I hope these are the mediums. I'm not 100% sure. But he's out.
Mediums. Yep.
Yep, he's back on the mediums. And he's good to go. Now, I think the bet from Cadillac was that using the 12 car and pushing pressure on the 8, if the 12 gets past the 8, that would slow them down both. Then the 38 gets past. This could be it here as we're gonna on the exit of the Mulsanne chicane and down towards the Mulsanne corner. This is where Brendan Hartley walked up. If that Cadillac can get a good run, which I'm not sure he might be able to. He's really close here on the slipstream. The thunderous V8 with all that top speed. Is he going to be able to move on for the lead?
No.
He's going to look for it? No, he's going to back out of that. As I think the Toyotas are a little bit better on the brakes as well than the Cadillac. He's just able to hold on for dear life.
Cadillac's quick in a
As the
straight
7
line.
Toyota has gone past the 35 Alpine. The 35 Alpine was in for a stop. That's why. As the 35 Alpine has just come out in P9.
Also, just to point out,
No, you're good. Keep
the
going.
38 car, I think, did make a driver swap. Jack Aiken is now in that car instead of Earl Bamber.
Oh, so he's going to take over in the night stint and really try. Maybe this is what they need to try to take the lead. Put their fastest driver in and just go on down. Will Stevens.
Is he boxing the same lap as us or not? No, he's boxing 1 lap earlier. And I think he's going to take tires.
Sorry, we're listening to the radio. I don't know if...
Do stay on the same sequence or what? No, I want to triple and beat Prof.
No, Will, no! That's... No! That's not what I wanted to hear you say.
Okay.
The 12 car is not matching with the 8. He's going to go an extra lap longer. He can. He has the extra percentage to do so. But like I said, I don't think that outlap is... I don't think that outlap is going to be worth it. I think he's going to lose too much time. In goes the 8 Toyota. And the 12 car is going to continue. I don't know if that's the right strategy call, boys. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Well, I'm not really sure. Jack Aiken, where is he going to come out? Because Hartley will be taking tires. The same with Aiken as well. I don't know where how that's going to change things. Hartley, as you can see in the top right corner, guys, is coming in. So we will see that onboard of what he's going to be doing. He'll be staying in the car most definitely.
Yeah, they'd be a fool to do a driver swap.
No, they're not going to do one.
They need the track position here. They got to stay ahead of that 12 Cadillac. The 69, I think was that the 69 or the 32? There's a BMW WRT car right in front. I think it's the 69.
It's the 32, I think, because
it is the 32.
green and red, yeah.
Yep, and out he goes. So here comes the stop. Where is the 38?
Yes.
That 38, I know where it is. It's coming on the exit of Porsche cars. I think this 30 is about to take the lead. I think this undercut's worked.
It's possible. I mean, they did do a driver swap, so I don't know if that's going to delay them a little bit. That's the only thing. If they didn't do the driver swap, they would have surely got ahead, but I don't know if that's going to affect. The 38's coming into the Ford chicane right now. The 8 is still in the pits right now. Let's keep an eye. The tires still need to go on the 8, so I think the 38 is going to get ahead. I think you're right.
Yep.
It's
I
looking
think
like.
he will.
Maybe.
Yep, they're doing tires. So the 38 has done it. The 38 has jumped them. Oh my goodness. Cadillac doing strategy good? What?
Is this confirmed that the 38 has gone ahead? I don't see it yet. Because the 8...
Why hasn't...
The 8 is still... It just exited the pits.
No,
Where's-
it hasn't. What?
Where's the 38? No, it has.
Where is
it
the
has.
30?
It has.
Oh,
It's
okay. It
confirmed.
was just a little delayed. Yeah, it has confirmed. I was like, where on earth is this car? Yeah, the 38 is just a little bit ahead, not by much. Because look, you're about to see on screen, I think Brendan Hartley, off the inside goes the 38 of Aiken. He got him on this outlap
So
with the slow tires. So the thing is though, is that the Toyotas, they have one lap fresher tires. 2 lap fresher tires, I think, actually. No, 1 lap. Sorry,
lap,
it is
yeah.
1 lap. As the
But-
36 Alpine goes into the pit lane. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that the Cadillac of Aiken needs to start pushing. He needs to get a gap. He needs to start getting a gap to Hartley because
You
Hartley,
got to get the hell away because that Toyota will start coming.
And
He
where's
will
the
start
12?
coming back.
Where's that 12? That's what I'm curious about. Where is the number 12 Cadillac in all this? Because-
That 12 Cadillac right now, he's entering 4 chicanes. Well, that 8 is still, that 8 right now, it's just going through the chicane.
the first chicane or
The
second
fourth
chicane?
or second chicane.
Okay. So then that means that
This is gonna be close.
This is going to be close. Yeah, exactly. Also, we have 220 viewers live. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
for-
we've had a lot of people. Oh my god. Hi,
I can
everyone.
see- I mean, I would hope that a lot of people join because I see why. We're getting some action here. We're getting some.
We are getting some action.
This
We're
is
getting.
intense.
This has been a good stream. And by the way, if you are new here, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button for more. We got 2 more streams. We are not done for 24 hours in Le Mans. If you thought we were, we got a morning sunrise stream, which will come in probably about 4 or 5 hours. And
Yep.
then we have the last 2 hours of the race. We're getting up at 5 a.m.
Whoa.
Pacific time here on both Canada and in the USA, as in goes the 12 Cadillac from the lead. If you're new here, hit that like button, hit subscribe, hit that bell icon. We got a lot of videos that are planned to come out. And of course, we're going to be covering both IMSA, WEC, IGWC, all of it. So if you're new around here, hope you guys can stick around. Also into the pit lane, we haven't talked much about it. It's the 93 Peugeot going
Oh.
into the stop. He's pit from 16th. He will stay in 16th. So there's not much there. Main action is that 12 car. So the 20 cars also come in the pits behind.
Yep, that's the BMW.
What's so horrifying, Jonah, is on the map when the car goes into the pits, it disappears. So you have
Oh.
no idea when it comes out.
Well, right
Oh,
now.
here's the 12. I can see it. Oh my god, the 12 car's done it. The overcuts worked.
Wait. So the 8 just exited. The 8 is coming through the end of the Porsche curves. Where is the 12? You're telling me that the 12 gapped it by almost like 20, 30 seconds?
I think so, because look at him exiting the pits right now.
Oh my gosh.
And they're in the 4 chicanes.
Yeah, they're in the
right now.
Ford
They're going
chicane.
through the 4 chicanes. Wow. I was
Well, they
not
didn't
expecting
change,
this.
They didn't change drivers. That's part of the reason.
Oh, interesting. Car number 78 has been given a reprimand for a pit stop infringement. Which one is car 78? That is one of the
Lexus.
Mercs. Oh, it is a Lexus.
Yeah.
So one of the Acadis cars. Pit stop infringement. No bueno. If you're a fan of the Lexus in their fight, as
Matthew
BMW is
Jemine.
doing their stop, but oh my god. I think, yeah, that 12 Cadillac has gone in the lead. Yeah, that 12 Cadillac, he's got a pretty comfortable margin. 1.5 seconds. Uh-oh. And I'm seeing some stuff on the intervals. I'm going to wait until the time come up as we see Sheldon Van der Linde coming out of the pits.
15.3 seconds, though, between the 2 Cadillacs, and the Brendan Hartley's Toyota is behind in 3rd. Sheldon Van der Linde will be P5. Matthew Jemine in the Genesis is 4th right now. What a
Yeah,
result
doing
right
really
now.
good. really good with the offset strategy. That's where they were before, and then they somehow jumped the BMW in this as well. So using strategy, they're doing a good job trying to climb their way up the grid. But I'm very confused. I don't know if are Aiken and it says that. Do you see this on my screen? It's a little confusing. I might have to refresh.
Oh yeah, that's different from the order. It's Will Stevens, Jack Aiken, then Brendan Hartley.
Yeah, Brendan. I was seeing on the thing. I was like, did Brendan Hartley pass him? And why is he 59 seconds back? I'm really scared to see if something's about to pop up on their screens now. Also, okay, never mind. We're good. So now, 15.2 seconds is the gap between first and second. But that 8 car, he's right there with the 38. So can that Toyota get past the 38? We will have to see. But man, oh man, they are oh so far behind. Will Stevens in the 12, which has taken the advantage. I can't believe that. This has worked so well in favor for Cadillac. BMW have been really, really quiet here with that 20 car. Maybe we'll see a little bit more later into the race, but for now, it's insanely quiet. Ooh, I think we've seen some on-the-track action. De Vries has passed the 20 car, so he's up in the P5 in the Toyota. So that Toyota also making some good strides. I've been waiting to see that car make their way up. And they're talking about the gaps right now on the radio, but I just want to look. That Genesis car has to pit. That 7 Toyota also has to pit. So they're both on alternate strategies comparatively. But the 7 is running a little bit better than the Genesis right now. He's got 34% compared to the Genesis' 10%. So a little bit of change in that regard. Man, it has been quite something for this race so far. For the Genesis, very proud to see them do this race, but when it all comes down to the last few spots, we'll see where they go, but I think a top 10 is looking pretty good for them.
It is. I mean, P4 right now, the 19 is on a really good strategy compared to everybody else. It's being held up by the BMW, so that's a little bit sad, but that's okay. Brendan Hartley has closed the gap to the 38 Cadillac. You guys can see Hartley is just behind that Cadillac. You can see the rear lights of the V Series are right ahead of that BMW, the 32 car, as it comes in through there. So Genesis should be coming into the pit lane. Not now.
Nope.
I was gonna
not
say
now. I think they're going to go one more. I think they're going to do one more, and then they will be going into Z pit lane. You remember seeing the vibrations on the camera and just wondering about those issues? I think they're fixed now because I haven't seen it. I haven't really bothered to see it. Well, was it on the 17 or the 19? I'm not 100% sure which car it was.
I think so too. I think it was the 19 because it was Paul Duchaton on board at the time.
Yeah, it was.
That would be the 19. So
also, sorry to interrupt. Speaking of a French driver, not in that car, but in the Alpine, someone is running. I don't know who it is. I think it's Charles Malesi. He is running. I think he's running a mechanic's helmet right now. He's not running a regular Bell helmet or a Rye helmet. He's running a very weird helmet that looks like a mechanic's helmet. It doesn't look legal. Really? But I don't know if he got something. Yeah. I saw it once during the live. I've seen it twice now. I hope it comes up at some point. But if you're ever looking, well, Malesi's not in the car, but when he gets back into the car, if like on your own time, if you want to go look at, and also for the viewers, if you try to go and look to see he's on board cam, he's not wearing a regular helmet. He's wearing a very, very strange helmet.
I'll take a look at that for sure, because now I'm curious. I mean, you never know. I mean, I'm hoping everything's all good, because, you know, we all want everybody to be safe and all that sort of thing. So, I don't know. We will see how that goes. Real quick, we had a comment coming in saying, great job on the Porsche video. If teams are required to enter 2 cars in the full season, does that mess up and or delay the 2027 Ford hypercar plans? I read Ford planned 1 car. No, Ford will enter 2 cars. They have 6 drivers confirmed for their season in 2027. So yes, it's true that a manufacturer must have 2 cars full-time in the series. That's why Porsche was not able to enter with Proton, because Proton only had 1. That's why they were trying to get 2. Same thing with Lamborghini. That's why they couldn't continue with the SC63 program, because they only could run 1. But yeah, Ford running 2 cars next season. Same thing with McLaren. That's confirmed and good to go.
Very excited, as always, to see those cars. Can't wait to see them.
Corvette has 3 cars in the top 7. How?
Do they now? They do. But one of them has just entered into the pits. That's a TF Sport car who was leading, but I think that was done to offset. Oh, by the way, the number 8 camera is fully frozen. Do you want to check that out?
The number 8 is frozen.
Yeah, it was frozen on the WEC broadcast too. I didn't know if that was a WEC thing or I think. Oh, the 8 car might be going again. You might have to you might have to switch to another driver. Switch to the 12. Switch to the 12. Why not?
We don't have the 12. That's the only problem.
Oh, that is a problem. Yeah, it is bugging the hell out. That is the guys. That's not our fault. That's the Toyota car just glitching the hell out over there. It's not on us.
Say it's something broke on the camera.
We'll hopefully see them fix them. I hope it can fix itself.
I don't think I put one of the Cadillacs, but we don't have Cadillac on. Well, maybe we do. Hold on a second. I'll check real quick.
Yeah, go look on live. I'd be surprised if they don't do a YouTube video for the Cadillac.
Well, they have a Cadillac has a video, but unfortunately, it's a different type of video. It's not like an onboard. So I think maybe we can switch to. Oh yeah, the camera's completely gray.
Oh no, dude. Ben Hartley has died.
Is the 8 okay on track? I mean, that's what I was first worried about.
I think it's okay. It's still within 1.5 seconds. The Genesis has just gone into the pit lane. He's moved on. Is it back?
It's back. We're okay.
Hey, it's back. See, yeah, it just needed to fix itself. We're all good.
It's all
good.
Oh
man.
Ricky Taylor's moved into 7th in the 101 Cadillac. That's good news for them. 51 should be coming into the pit lane very shortly as well. The 27 has reclaimed the lead in LMG T3, and same with the Duquesne entry, the number 30 car.
Yes, it has. It's right back onto the front. We've been saying that 30 car was probably the favorite, and they've been driving and acting like such. So really, really good job from them. I want to look at something here, and you want to know something that's really cool? When it comes to energy, Racing Team Turkey is doing really damn good right now. They got 64% energy, and they're in 3rd. Kessel Racing and Heart of Racing with the 74 and the 27 respectively, 24 and 44% each. So if Racing Team Turkey could play this right, that Corvette could still be in the mix for this. And damn, I knew it was definitely the fastest of the Corvettes, that Racing Team Turkey car, but wow, it's doing a really good job staying here in the top 5 fight. Not expected whatsoever.
It really is. Oh, and the 8 car camera is gone again.
Oh my God.
Before I change anything, I'm gonna let it go. I don't know what's another camera angle, guys, that you want as a little thing in the corner. Maybe we can get an Alpine.
Yeah, what cam do you? Yeah, get an Alpine. Get a. Yeah, Genesis is live streaming as well.
Obviously, we can't show you the full thing because we get copyrighted. I did that before in 2023, and it was not good. But maybe we'll get a Genesis. We'll get the 19 maybe, if the 8 doesn't fix itself. We'll probably end off the stream in a bit anyway because we also have to take a quick break before we get back to streaming later tonight. At least for us, it'll be in the morning for Le Mans, so that'll be good.
Oh my God, this is what the hell? How has it been 2 hours already?
Yeah, we've done a lot of streaming.
Oh my God, wow. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess. It's been pretty interesting with these battles, and now seeing a swap for the lead. Because I was, at the beginning of the stream, I was a bit doom and glum. I was like, oh, it's over. It's over. But you know what I'm making a short on? You know what I'm making? Take a guess at what I'm making a short on.
I think it's going to be the Cadillac v Toyota and the extinguisher.
Yep. I'm making the extinguisher is absolutely happening. That short is that's too funny to not do. Because we're just both looking at it. It's like, why is there smoke in the 30 LMP2 car garage? Is it the tire?
First. You gotta
you have to put that in and then cut to it. Oh, that's gonna be so funny. I have to make a clip on that because hopefully we can get a little bit of the battling here. Sucks to see that the 12 Cadillac didn't send it up the inside of the 8, but man, oh man. Yeah, I'll try to see if I can get a short of at least the Toyota walking up and going through the roundabout.
Yeah, that would be
And
good.
that's just
Or Cadillac
being
and
confused,
Toyota.
being like, can he do that? we were just dumbfounded. He's just taking the roundabout. Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
sure,
we
I
can-
guess.
we can see about that and see if maybe we can get some battling with the Cadillac and Toyota, because that would be cool as well. But I mean, we'll see how it goes. Antonio Giovinazzi into the pit lane in the 51 Ferrari as expected. So that car comes in and will exit most likely around, I'd say, 12th or so.
Yeah, they're going to be quite down the order outside of
Yeah.
the top 10 fight. Someone in chat saying it feels like it's been 45 minutes. That's what it feels like, 45 to an hour. We're seeing a replay of something on board. This is the AF Corsa car. Is this on the 20 BMW?
It's an Alpine, I think. I think it's an
On the Alpine. They all look the
I
same from
know.
the rear. Yeah, going up the inside. He gets the move done on the Alpine. The 36 car is not going to fight that whatsoever.
Good move. from
And up the
Kubica.
inside through the first chicane. As, speaking of which, oh wait, I thought that, I saw the yellow first and I thought the AF Corsa car was in it, but nope, that is the 51 car coming out, and you were right, Jonah, out in 12th.
Yep, around that time, and Ross Gunn will get ahead in the number 007 Aston Martin Valkyrie. Mathieu Jaminet into P10. Mathieu Jaminet, the 19 Genesis, doing really well. I could expect that car maybe a top 8 or so.
Yeah, no, that car, I do believe the Genesis, I think the best it could get is an 8th or a 7th. Anything above that is, you have to hope for a lot of technical issues,
Yeah.
which that doesn't happen that much at Le Mans anymore. I mean, knock on wood, we'll have to wait and see. But with reliability being as good as it is, I don't know about that car getting any better than 8th just off of pure pace. But I think a top 10 is very realistic for at least one of the Genesises.
Yeah, for sure. We'll definitely see how that goes as the race progresses. I mean, I was just thinking about this. Guys, we're at 14 hours remaining of this event. We're not even at the halfway mark. We still have we still have a 12 hours of Sebring coming up. That's like kind of what we have. And we
have our 12 hours of Sebring, but instead of day to night, it's night to day.
Right. It's a different aspect. This could completely change. Even though Cadillac have the lead again, it could be Toyota back in the lead later on. It could be BMW. Heck, it could be Genesis. You never know. Like, that's what's so crazy about Le Mans, is that anything can really happen. Charlie Eastwood, by the way, is in third in the 34 Racing Team Turkey Corvette. That car, I think, is on genuine pace to be in the top 5.
No, they are. I was saying that
Yeah.
earlier. I was talking about it earlier. That car, off of pure pace and strategy, has got itself into the top 5.
Right.
They've done a really good job to beat out everyone because, yeah, they have 51%. They're doing better than the cars behind them on energy. So it's looking really good for that 30 car. They've done a great job. They, after getting disqualified, they went back into the game plan board and they've worked out a really good plan to work their way back into this LMGT3 fight. They still have to work through the offset of Kessel Racing the 74 and that Harder Racing 27, but if they can do that, they're in the fight for the win in LMGT3. I don't see why not.
They really could be, and I wouldn't count out the 74 Ferrari of Lorenzo Patrese as well. Even though it's his debut here in this event, this 74 car has been running really strong. Quietly, the 150 Ferrari has also been moving up the order as well. Ricardo
Yes, it
Agostini,
has.
That's the yellow and green Ferrari, the third AF Corsa entry. Haven't talked a lot about this car because I didn't expect it to be here, but hey, it's in P6 right now, and it's kind of in the fight, surprisingly.
The Corvettes and the Ferraris seemingly get better at night. I mean, we saw it with the 296 at Sebring. It just came alive in that final stint, and
Right.
Antonio Fuoco beat the Harder Racing guys on the last lap. If you guys remember that battle, that was incredible for Jonah and I to watch that. But it does seem like this car has some really strong pace through the night as they've made their way up. And that's same for the Corvettes, because it's not just that Racing Team Turkey car. The TF Sport, the 33 car, it's in the top 10 as well. So they've done a pretty good job recovering with that car. As right behind them is the Acadis ASP car, the 87. That's who we are on board with right now, as they're channeling their way down into the first of the 2 Mulsanne chicanes.
They are indeed, and this should be a very, very fascinating battle as we progress throughout this event. Oh my goodness, it's gonna get fun. Obviously, we can't stream the whole race, guys, because it'd be honestly impossible. I'd probably get a headache or something like that. But one day I think we'll be able to. I think it'd be kind of cool one day to kind of like me and Nick do this, and then we switch out to like more co-hosts, and then we come back.
Yeah, we have
whatever.
co-hosts to switch back. Yeah,
Right.
and just have it be a full 24-hour watch party.
Right,
Like,
which-
fully do it.
We could do it in the future for sure. I mean, like, this time it's just me and Nick for covering because David isn't here. We might have a co-host coming up later on.
Yes. Yes, we do.
We will see potentially. Well, we'll see how that goes. But yes, in the future, I think 2027 Le Mans. If we're not at the event, we should definitely do the full 24 hours and switch out between cams.
I'm telling you right now, bro, unless WEC or a team is like, you want to come out to Le Mans, that's not happening, bro. I'm sorry. That's too expensive for me.
Yeah,
and for
it's-
us. It's
I know,
like,
that's the
it's
problem.
$3,000 alone just to go to Europe. It's
Oh, man.
it's $6K just on, well, it's probably about $2K, $2,000 to $3,000 in total just for flights.
Right, it's too expensive.
It's
right now.
so expensive. It's too expensive.
We wish we could get there. Maybe if this channel becomes so successful, we'll get out to Le Mans, which would be great. But right now,
Maybe.
yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's gonna be fun. Jack Aiken is closing on Will Stevens as Nick DeVries comes into the pits.
Yeah, it's interesting because at the start of the stream, it was a Toyota ahead of two Cadillacs by about 12 and a half seconds. And now at the end of the stream, we have a Cadillac that's in front of two cars by 12 and a half seconds. So it's kind of flipped, but with the half a second that he's catching per lap, that 38 car, wow, it has really played into Cadillac's hands so far into this race. The 7 Porsche? We are not in IMSA. We are not in IMSA, bro. The 7 Toyota has entered the pit lane
Yep.
and is going for their stop. They're going to be fueling up. They actually went to the pits with about 15% energy, interestingly enough. So they could have gone a little bit longer, decided not to. Clement Smith just got pushed out of the way by an LMP2, and he's going to be furious because he's going to lose a little bit of time to that Corvette in front. But in comes the 7 Toyota. Let's see what stop this is. Oh, wait. Where is the thing? This is pit stop number 14 for the
Wow.
7 car.
That's
14
great.
pit stops.
14 pit stops, and still many, many more to come, hopefully, for the number 7 Toyota in this race. This car, or at least this team, has won the event before, back in 2021. But then again, it was when Jose Mario Lopez was on board the Toyota at the time. So Nick DeVries will exit most likely, I would say, in P10, I would say. Because Jamine is
He's
probably going to get
just
him.
left, and he's going to be P10. Yep, so he's going to come out
Yep.
into P10. Someone in the chat just asked a very good question. How does energy work? You know, I was asking myself this question a few days ago. Oh my god! The Genesis
wow.
Magma just had the jump scare of a lifetime as the LMP2 broke about 50 meters early.
Everyone's shocked.
Look at his reaction. Understandable. He touched the LMP2 barely, but he's going to need a new pair of pants after that. Oh my god, that was close. But, Jonah, let's explain how energy works, shall we?
Sure thing, sure thing. Yeah, I mean, energy is still a little bit of a confusing topic for me, but it's been said like, oh, this is fuel, this is blah 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 or whatever. But yeah, it has to do with power.
Yeah.
And I mean, the energy is. Hold on. Sorry. it's
He's just calling him a chicken shit. That's great.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, he's calling him a chicken.
Oh.
He's just calling him a chicken. I don't know.
All
But
right. Well.
it is
Yeah.
about power, Jonah.
It is. Oh, sorry. Did you want me to speak?
Yeah, I was thinking you were gonna keep going.
Yeah. Well, I was just gonna say that. Yeah, it's about power. It's something that, like I said, it's a little confusing. But yeah, it's virtual energy. So it's IMSA, I think, was they said a term for it. I forget what it was called, but yeah, it has to do with power. It's what, you know, the car gets power and the car gets energy. But yes, it's a very confusing topic. You know, I'd like to do a video on it, because
I think it would be good to like it
Yeah.
just be like, what is it anyways? Like, because nobody's really understands the full thing. It's like I only understood it a few days ago that it's actually about power duration during a
Right.
stint, which is that sounds confusing because they're like, well, they stay the same horsepower the whole race. How can you like have power over time?
Yeah, and it drains
there
the
is.
battery, so it's like it's draining the battery, and then they have to come in and refuel for that. And yeah, it's a really fascinating topic, and definitely something we should cover in a video.
Yes.
I was gonna say, oh yeah, a question I get asked a lot when particularly talking about IMSA, because that's the only place we have BOP numbers anymore, is what is stage 1 and stage 2 power when it comes to the BOP table.
Yeah.
And that's another confusing topic as well. Into the pits comes Robert Kubica in the 83 Ferrari.
Into the pits he will go. But I think a lot of people asking some really good questions. We haven't talked about LMP2, and someone asked about the standings. We will give that to you right now. It's a 343 Inter-Europol car that's in the lead. The Duclan team, number 30, right behind by 3.2 seconds. Then it's the Proton car, 15 seconds adrift, in third, the number 9. The Vector Sport, number 26, is in fourth. The Forstier Racing car, number 29, is in fifth. And the Inter-Europol car is in sixth. CLX Motorsport, car number 37 is in 7th. Nielsen Racing, car number 24, is in 8th. And United Autosport is in 9th. And IDEC Sport will round up your top 10 in LMP2. So that's how it's looking as the 83 car officially comes into the pits. Another question we were asked is, what time will we be back on later? So we are operating in the beautiful time of Pacific Standard Time. So when I say this time, make sure that you do your calculations. I think we're going to get on around 9 p.m. or 10 p.m.
9 p.m. I think. I think we'll get on around then, because it's currently 5 right now. So we'll get around, I think that'll be around 5 or 6 in the morning for local time. It's right when the morning comes up. So I would say, what is that? 6 a.m. Local time.
I'm converting.
Yeah.
I'm doing some math right now.
That'd be good. If you can do some math. I think we're aiming to be around 6 a.m. and stream for about 2 hours or so. Go to about, I don't know, because going beyond midnight would be hard.
Yeah, if we start at 9, that's officially when sunrise is. So first light,
what we'll do, yeah.
First light is going to be, when is first light?
I think it's 6 a.m.
It's probably, no, well, first light is different from sunrise.
Oh, true, yeah.
Let me see.
I think we'll start around 5 or 6 local time.
It'll be between, I'm willing to bet it's like 4:45, 5 is when first light is going to be.
I would say so too.
Yeah, probably about 5:30. So we'll probably get started right as sunrise comes up, when the dark gets away, and we'll go for the morning stint, and then we will come back at 5 a.m. our time, 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
That's 2
is when we'll
p.m.
get back
local.
live streaming. That's 2 p.m. local to do the last 2 hours of the race. We're just seeing a replay as, oh, look at this. This is the LMP2 going into the pit lane. Didn't see the other LMP2, almost crashed them out. That could have been a mega crash into the Ford chicanes, but all clean so far between those two guys. So yeah, to give an answer, 9 p.m. PST is when our next stream is going to be. We are going to probably go only for probably about 25 minutes more.
Yeah, something like
we're not
that.
going to go longer. Yeah, we're not going to be on much longer, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you guys being here. There's been a lot of action so far this race. We've seen an official change for the lead when we didn't think it would happen. We saw a full course safety car. We saw some fireworks. We saw some action. And it's been pretty good. So I'm happy with this stream so far. We have 267 people. This is actually crazy. This stream is doing better than our opening stream, which that's just okay. Chat, you have no idea. The algorithm for Le Mans this year has been the weirdest it's ever been. It's so weird. On one hand, a video can get 40k views or 500 views. It's just so weird. And it looks like with the live streams for the midnight stream, it's just absolutely popping right now. We got 270 people. I bet you these are mostly Americans, which shout out, hi. And someone asked, what state are we from?
Oh, good
I'm not
question.
from a state. I'm from Canada. I'm from the Canadian lands in British Columbia. For any Canadians that are watching, if there are any Canadians that are watching in chat, hi.
I'm currently in California, for anybody wondering for where I'm at. I'm in California currently. But yes, for what was I gonna say? Oh yes, a lot of people watching. Big thing, and the thing
Ireland,
is too,
New Zealand,
Ireland, New Zealand.
the New Zealand. Wait, NZL time. Well, they're like 20 hours. Yeah, it's 12 p.m. for them, so it's lunchtime over
Florida?
in New Zealand. It's yeah, we got some people in Ohio. What?
Whoa, that's cool. Yeah, everyone, tell us where you're from in the comments down below. We'd love to hear. This is wonderful to hear so many different people from around the world. We got Norway, we got Ghana, we
Someone
got
from Ghana, Texas, Norway,
Alabama,
Wisconsin, home of dude, south from the
Philippines.
Philippines. We got people
Yes.
all over Jakarta, Cali. People from India, dude. This is awesome.
This
We got
is
the whole
amazing.
world. Where my
Australia,
Koreans
Korea-
at? There's
Korea,
a Korean.
yeah.
We got our Koreans in the chat. We
India.
got our boys. Ah, my Koreans. I love that you guys are here. Welcome to Sports Car Racing with your Genesis. I know you guys are repping the Genesis stuff. So happy.
Denmark, Guatemala, Ontario. There we go.
We got Bahrain. That's my
Netherlands.
boat. That's my goat, Ayub. Shout
Hey.
out Ayub. That's my boy right there.
You guys are absolutely amazing. Just to come in here
We
from
got
all
someone
over the
from.
world.
We got one Canadian, and of course she's from fucking Ontario. What a not surprised.
But hey,
Who's in the lead in hypercar? Wait.
yeah, where do we point to? Where do we point to? There we go. Yeah.
There, Will Stevens is in the lead in hypercar. And below him, there,
there we
see,
go,
you can
yeah.
do it. There it
Right
is. There's Will
here.
Stevens. Then where's Jack Aiken? Jack
Right.
Aiken's there.
Ah.
Then we got Brendan Hartley there. Then
Sheldon
got-
Van Linda,
Ricky
Ricky
there.
Taylor,
Ricky Taylor there.
and anyway.
Perfect. That's the top 5, ladies and gentlemen. We got people from Western Australia. You're in the middle of nowhere, bro.
That's
How do you
awesome.
even have internet connection? I'm willing to bet he's probably using Starlink because
No,
he's in
there's-
the middle of the desert.
There's places out there.
The population of Western Australia, I swear to God, is like 4 people.
got
There's
United
no
Arab
one
Emirates.
over there. Are you watching the Stanley Cup? Am I not Canadian? Have I like lost my heritage? Of course I'm watching the Stanley Cup. That is, I will talk about it very quickly, but man, oh man, the Stanley Cup has been so good this year. And it's good. It's the ultimate battle versus good versus evil with Carolina and Golden. I love it. It's been really good. And Carolina might be winning the series very soon. Someone asked in the chat, what happened to Ferrari?
Oh, yes.
They have been just poop. They have been poop. But at the same time, they've not been helping themselves because 2 of the Ferraris have caught a case of ramming LMP2s. Well, the first one wasn't his fault. The 50 car got hit by an LMP2. He spun around. The 51 car, though, that was his fault. He's fully slid into the LMP2 and took him out with him. So a bit of a
Yeah.
shame to see that.
The 50s just
But-
down the order as well. It's just like, yeah, it's been a pretty difficult one for Ferrari for sure. So many people here. Oh, we had a comment from John who asked, which Toyota did Alonso win Le Mans way back when? 2018
BC native
or
gang.
2019. That's when they that's when Alonso won. So 2 consecutive years with the TS050. That was alongside
Someone's from Liechtenstein.
Yes. Scotland. Canadian, California. So many people from around the world. This is why we love
wait.
this.
You know what's so funny is that I always forget that Perth is in Western Australia. I'm just like, I'm sorry. The Australians in chat, I'm
Perth is
sorry.
awesome. I love
I
Perth.
always, no, Perth is in Western Australia and it's got like 1 to 2.5 million people. And yeah, Wolfman would have just said it.
Perth
My
is
bad,
awesome.
bro. Yeah, Perth, shout out Perth. We love Perth. There's someone, BC, British Columbia gang. There's at least 2 people in British Columbia. It's me and the other guy in chat.
Nepal.
Man, oh man. It's looking really good. Someone's in chat saying, I hope Nissan returns. I'm so sorry, unless they keep getting more and more funding. I'm not sure that's going to happen.
It comes back, but you've got to do a lot.
Oh, something's going on with the 12th. Is
Bleeding
there
12th
something going on with the
now?
12 car? He's losing time. Gap is 8.9 seconds. Uh-oh, is he mitigating some sort of brake issue?
I don't know. He was saying it comes and goes or something like that. I can't remember what exactly he was talking about. But yeah, that's worrying for the 12 of Will Stevens. Jack Aiken is closing the gap, as you mentioned. Brendan Hartley is losing a little bit of time to Jack Aiken, so the 38 could be taking the lead very shortly here.
Yeah, no, I would have to... Hold on, I gotta check something very quickly. Ajit Kumar. Do you know which car he's in?
No, I don't believe so.
Because someone in chat is asking about it. We got more people in BC. Oh my god, there's so many people from beautiful British Columbia. I'm so glad that sports car fans exist here on the west coast of Canada. You know, all we have here are F1 fans and rally fans. That's all that it is. That's it. But I'm glad to know that sports car fans do exist out here.
Speaking of F1, we had a comment coming in saying, are you guys into F1? Yes, I was first into F1 for a long, long time. I started watching Le Mans when I was 4, and then I transitioned to F1 full-time in 2017, and I've been watching it ever since. So I've been keeping an eye on what's going on in Spain, in Barcelona right now, which unfortunately could be Alonso's last race over there. So yes, I'm into Formula 1, but more endurance racing for sure. We had a comment as well asking what's going on with Porsche. What's going on with Hypercar and LM GT3. But unfortunately, Porsche's not in Hypercar. They are in LM GT3. The 92 had issues earlier. The 91 is still doing well. James Cottingham is on board that car right now. It's in P8, as you can see right at the bottom of your screen there. I can't really point to it because it's in a weird spot. But, yeah.
Yeah, looking pretty interesting. Yeah. Wow. We've been getting some interesting race. Gap is now closed. 6.6. I know we said we were going to end the stream. There might be a lane change here in the next little bit. I don't want to end and then something happen. He gets back on the radio. Wait. Okay, so they're telling to protect the fronts a little bit in high speed. They're coming to the end of their stint. Where are they on their virtual energy? Come on
board of the Peugeot.
23%. But, okay, so they have 23%. They still have an advantage, but the Cadillac has to pit. They got 7% and Toyota behind us.
Yep.
14%.
So Will Stevens and Jack Aiken will be coming in very shortly. Both V-Series Rs will be pitting very shortly. Alpine sitting P5 and P6. That's actually really good from them. Didn't expect that. They have to come into the pit lane very shortly too. But the 35 has just set one of the quickest laps of the entire race so far. It's a 3-minute 26.981. That's about 0.6 slower than the fastest ever lap of the event, set by Jack Aiken of a 3-minute 26.370. Loic Duval is who the WEC are riding on board with. We haven't got a Peugeot on board in quite some time. And finally, the 9X8 is somewhat in the fight. It's battling with the 009 Aston Martin Valkyrie for P14, unfortunately.
Which just, by the way, that car has just entered into the pits. So the 009 just entered into the pits.
Okay.
Going down the order. So, yeah, there he goes. The Peugeot is not going to follow him. He looked like he was going to follow him in, but decided not to. Man, oh, man. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of people talk about British Columbia and about how racing will never happen there. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I will rant about that for death till dawn.
Aiken pits in the Cadillac. The
Aiken has pit. But the Toyota is deciding to give the 38 a taste of its own medicine. I think we should watch these three do their pits, the top three, and then I think we should call it and go for our break. Because, man, oh, man, this has been oh so close between the top three. They were oh so close together on track. I thought we were going to see some proper racing, but it just hasn't really happened.
Not right now, at least.
With the Toyota saving a little bit of energy on that extra stint, not matching, he's going to go a little bit longer. Let's see if that is the right choice for getting back up into P2. Once we figure that out and once we see what the top three order is, we will have to end our stream, take a little bit of a break, and we'll be back on in about 3.5 hours.
Yeah, we'll get a little break, get some dinner and all that sort of thing, food, whatever.
I'm going to be editing.
Yeah, and editing. Yeah, that too. I got to get some editing as well. I'm working on our race report as well for the event on what's been happening, kind of documenting what's been happening as well. Oh, viewers, by the way, I've been commenting in the chat as well I've been kind of letting the second stream that we have going as well know about this as well. But there's been a lot of questions over what's going on with Porsche in Hypercar. We've talked about it during the stream a couple times. Obviously, they're not in Hypercar this year, which is so sad. But a lot of people that I've heard from through emails and comments and stuff like that have been asking why. Why are no 963s on the grid this year, especially considering Porsche still competes in endurance racing with the 963? Well, I made a video. I've linked it in the description down below. I'm actually going to pin it here in this chat. So go watch it once we're done with this, if you haven't already, because that way you guys will be able to see this video and understand exactly why Porsche pulled out of the WEC and why they're not here at Le Mans in 2026. We hope they return in the future, but I'm just going to post that down below if I can find the link. Here it is.
Get that on. I know people in the chat not happy that we're leaving, but the thing is that if you still want to see the data and everything,
Yes.
we have a data stream still going. So if you still want to get a little bit of coverage, just not us doing any commentating, we have that still going on. We have 2 live streams going on. It's this and that data. So hop on over to the data stream, but keep your notification bells on, because in the next 3.5 hours, we'll be right back for the watch party. You guys can come right back in to watch. So yeah, check out the video as well, and then when you're done the video, hop right back onto the live data so you're able to follow the race as close as possible. As you see the 38, oh look at it, this is the 38 Cadillac is messing up this battle for the for second and third in class.
It came
But
in
I
the
think-
pits, though.
Yep, it has come into the pits, but it's losing time. That's going to be critical, though, losing time to the LMG GT3s. This could be good for the 8 Toyota to try to move back up into P2. In goes the Genesis, the 17 car, into the pit from P13. So he's going to be dropping down a little bit. But yeah, a question again, when will we be back? It is 5:30 right now. PST. We will be back at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you write that down. Jonah might put that in the comments just to be like, make sure to come back for 9 p.m. PST. Make sure you're able to transcribe that and change that around for whatever time zone you're in. So it's 3.5 hours from now. It's just coming up to 3.5 hours from now when we will go live again. There'll be a nice 2 to 3 hour stream into midnight hour time. Then it'll be there, and then we'll do a final blast sprint race at the end, 2 hour stream in the morning. So it's looking really, really good. I can't wait. This stream has been really, really good. You guys in chat have been so lovely and so awesome. I really hope that you guys can stick around later in the evening, especially
Yes,
the
come
American
back.
fans. Please come back. Please come back.
Well, and like Nick mentioned as well, like if you guys if you want to keep watching this, switch over to the live data temporarily and then come back to us.
Yeah,
like we can definitely do that. There's a second stream going on right now. I think it's got, I don't know, 1,000 viewers or something like that. I can't remember.
yeah, 800 to 1,000 viewers.
Yeah, so definitely go over there. That's definitely where we'll be kind of there. We need our break at one point though. Next
we
year
do.
we'll be doing the full 24 hours. Trust me, we will figure out that way because this has been so successful. I'm hoping we can do the full Rolex 24 as well. Once we have our co-hosts as well, we're gonna have multiple different people on here. But
That would be
yes,
nice.
we will be back in the morning of Le Mans, right when the sun starts coming up at Le Mans. So 6 a.m. Local time for Le Mans.
And yes, we will be doing a stream like this for Spa 24. Yes, we will.
Yeah, we'll be doing more streams for Spa and Watkins Glen, which is coming up as well. So much action in endurance racing.
And guess what? The 38 Cadillac stays in front of the 8 Toyota. Going a little bit extra long, didn't work out. And he's lost a little bit of time. The GT3 trying to send it up the inside here. Oh, this is going to be a little contentious between the two of them. The 20 BMW and the 12 Cadillac, both on 7%, both need to pit. But I think they're safe. I think they're fully safe. We'll see how Will Stevens does, but yeah, we'll have to see. Do we want to wait until Will Stevens does his pit stop and see where he comes out?
Let's wait.
I think
for
we
Stevens.
should.
Yeah, let's
wait for Stevens.
Because
I know
the thing
there's a
is-
few people that have left already, but we're not done just yet.
Not done just yet, as we see the Cadillac going down the inside. But yes, the thing I'm curious about before we end off, and this is why I want to say, is that I think Stevens is going to be getting out of that car, and I think Cadillac are going to be switching drivers, which means that Jack Aiken may take over the lead in the 38 Cadillac. So that.
Oh, you're right. They didn't do a driver swap on that 12. So yeah,
No.
they'll very well, that
Stevens-
38 could take the lead.
Stevens has been in that car for a long time compared to Hartley and Aiken, who kind of are just starting their stints. I think they're on their second stint now. But Stevens has been in that car for a long time, and I assume that taking over his place will be Bourdais.
Car 83 reprimand pit stop unsafe release for the 83 car.
Oh no, that's the car that
We
won
don't-
last year.
Yeah, that's last year's winner with a reprimand for an unsafe release. Uh-oh.
I don't think that's going to be a penalty like a drive-through or anything like that. But
No, I don't. That's the thing. I don't know what reprimand means. Like, is it a warning? Is it like what does that mean? I don't know.
I mean, it's Will Stevens does come into the pit lane. It's not like a penalty. It's more of just like a they could be fined, or they could be like the team will be fined, or the driver will be fined, or like it could be more of a warning. It depends, I guess, on the situation.
Yeah, it's just a slap on the wrist. That's all it
Yeah.
is. That's all it is. It's nothing like they don't lose any time, and that goes for other cars that have had reprimands. I know I brought them up a few times, but yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Into the pits we must go. E-I-E-I-E-I-O, says the 12 car and the 20 car as well, as they come in for their stops. The 20 that's in P2. Very quiet. BMW's been very quiet through this night stint. Really haven't seen
they
it.
have.
I think they'll come alive near the back end. They've done this of just being quiet, and then they might just sneak up. But yep, this is a driver swap, and that means that the 38 car will take the lead. The question, though, is Ras still in the 20?
No, Sheldon van der Linde.
Oh,
is
so
in
it
the
is. So
20.
yeah, they have them the driver swap. So
Yeah.
they don't have to worry about the driver swap. So that, maybe the 20 BMW might jump the 12 Cadillac here. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't think so. I'm hoping that it gets ahead of the Cadillacs and the Toyota will jump ahead. I'm just hoping that the Sheldon van der Linde is still within reach. But they have done a driver swap at the 12 as expected. Will Stevens is done, and into the pits goes Louis Delatraz, who I believe will take over that seat full-time from Alex Lynn, who has not driven at all this year. I think Alex Lynn is on his way to McLaren. I think that's
You think?
I think so. I think that's part of the reason why. I mean, he's got some surgery. He took pole last year, and unfortunately, he has to miss Le Mans. But I think it's partly down to him kind of separating ties with Cadillac as well, and moving to McLaren. And confirmed, Jack Aiken. Yep, take the lead. Cadillac.
He's our new leader, the 38 car. That's the one who Jonah predicted. If I predicted the Cadillac to do best, it was that 38 car. And there it goes. And out goes the 20 as well. So the 20 will come out maybe just behind the Genesis or in front. It will be behind the Genesis. So it's Cadillac 1-2 at the moment. Toyota in third. Genesis in fourth. BMW in fifth. Toyota in sixth. Ferrari in seventh. Cadillac in eighth. Ferrari in ninth. And Alpine in 10. That's your top 10. Let's go take a break, Jonah.
Yeah, let's go take a break. All right, guys. So we'll be back in just a few hours. We'll be back in the morning for Le Mans. That's 6 a.m. local time. It'll be 9 o'clock p.m. our time, but 6 in the morning for Le Mans. That's how you can calculate. So basically, if you're watching the stream in any way or onboards or anything like that, once you see the sun coming up, we're going to be up. We're going to be up on YouTube. So just keep it like that. Okay. This has been a hugely successful stream. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a little bit for more Le Mans action as Cadillac leads.